I was like,
bro, I was up on stage in the back smoking a blunt, and I just so happened to look down to see where my camera at, and I look at Jason, and he's trying to film, but there's bitches shaking ass like they were shaking ass on each other, but they was real. Imagine if you had a heart on, right, and you had two bitches on the side of your dick, nigga, doing this. Jason was. But he has the camera like this, but he's like, so you. And I don't know if he looks surprised because he's not trying to drop the camera or the situation he had going down past the lower belt area. You feel me? And my nigga was stuck. And I wanted to scream hella loud, pay attention!
This isn't your typical podcast, my nigga. I don't hold my tongue for shit, and neither do the men around me. If you're looking for something a little bit more vanilla, I highly advise you to turn this motherfucker off, cause we about to talk that shit.
Everything XL.
Whatever that means.
just know.
3, 1, 2.
Just know.
Just know your place, guys.
Just know where the fuck you supposed to be at. What I say?
You feel me? You come 10 o'clock.
A1, A3, A2.
Bro, where the fuck is one at? We got the keys.
It's part of the adventure when we light this blunt, bro.
Oh, we in?
I'm way too sober.
Bro, you look like you done popped about an Adderall too.
Hey,
you good?
Yeah, I'm good, bro.
Shit,
I haven't
man.
had an Adderall plug in forever.
Hold on. This isn't your typical podcast. I don't hold my tongue for shit, and neither do the men around me. If you're looking for something a little bit more vanilla, I highly advise you to turn this motherfucker off, because we going to talk that shit today. We've already been here, but we gonna talk this shit today. Man, shout out to the people listening and for the people watching, man. Y'all know to get down, so before I forget and get too high, we gonna run through these sponsors. Amen and amen. Pretty dope experience. If you want dope music, gotta go out and go get it. Tap it with my peoples, download the app. Kingdom Cuts, they over there on 7529 Northeast Gleason Street, almost like something else. Gleason Street, Portland, Oregon. Man, my homegirl, she cooking Fire Fusion Foods, FIYAH Fusion Foods on Instagram and Facebook. Jen Got Cakes on Instagram and Facebook. My guy Frowns Park and Spark. That's Park _and_Spark on Instagram. Flight Lounge. We got 5427 Southeast 72nd, Portland, Oregon, or we got 5944 Northeast Sandy Boulevard. I think that's probably the quickest we done got through that with the stutter too.
Man, it all in one void.
You feel me? But
Speed round.
Speed round. How you doing, Jason?
Oh my God, great. How are you?
Is that how you say that nigga name? I don't want to fuck that man name up, bro. Capolo.
Still fucked it up.
It's better than what we've been calling him.
Capallo.
Capolo.
That's the one that
Bro,
got me.
I felt like a dick, bro.
Capolo.
I feel a little bit of energy coming your way from that show still.
I'm high on that shit still.
Hey.
Bruh.
I ain't gonna dub. Jason was trying to Captain Save-A-Hole a little bit, and I watched it, and it was hilarious.
When?
After the show, when FEMA was cussing out my nigga on the Ring camera, I said,
no, not me.
I said, this is how I know he low-key did it, and then he like kind of fell back because he realized what he's doing. I said, bro, bitch, just shut the fuck up, bitch.
But you can't be mad at him for that because you gotta understand, bro. Look where he's from.
I don't know, but listen to what I said though. This was the hilarious thing. I said, bitch, you need to stop fucking with these broke ass niggas anyways. Start fucking with niggas who got money, white people, man. Start fucking with these white niggas that got money, you know, three-figure income. I said, like my nigga Jason, he said, exactly, like me. He's like, hey, like me. He said, you can come to my house. I'll open up the door. It's my house.
My my
I
nigga.
said, that's his car outside. That's his Chevy. He said, brand new.
He was trying to flex.
Hey, I was like, go ahead, Jason. Save her.
I think. Dun, 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 dun. I fix credit and relationships. Hey, I think that was Jason's first time really being at a hood event.
Man, I asked him how he liked it too. I was kind of shocked. I was like,
Bro, I was up on stage in the back smoking a blunt, and I just so happened to look down to see where my camera at, and I look at Jason, and he's trying to film, but there's bitches shaking ass like they were shaking ass on each other, but they was real. Imagine if you had a heart on, right, and you had two bitches on the side of your dick, nigga, doing this. Jason was. But he has the camera like this, but he's like, so you. And I don't know if he looks surprised because he's not trying to drop the camera or the situation he had going down past the lower belt area. You feel me? And my nigga was stuck. And I wanted to scream hella loud, pay attention before you drop my fucking camera.
The camera was safe, but I don't know how that
I don't know, bro.
that footage did not turn out well.
Because I wouldn't have been mad at you. I would have been mad at you for dropping the camera, but I understand. That was like your real first time going to Disneyland at 8 versus 3 and remembering.
just saying. How many fucking bitches were on stage with all of us?
Oh my
Nigga,
God.
Fetty Mac showed up with how many fucking niggas on his stage?
Oh
I was
my
like,
God.
yeah, nigga. Then we showed up, and we the little niggas. Half of us got our shirt off and shit. I'm like, damn, the bitches on stage. Then the Capolo shows up. He got like 9 bitches with him too. I was like,
The thickest white bitch ever. The one that had the red jumpsuit on.
hey, you know what's funny to me, and I'm never gonna forget this. It was the girl from Faded Vodka that wore the Faded Vodka, the green, that walked up on stage and started crip walking in front of everybody.
Who invited that bitch?
So you decided, out of all nigga parties that you've been to, I'm just gonna get up on stage on a random nigga set, and instead of shaking my ass, which he
I'm
let
just
you
gonna
get on
crip walk.
stage to do, you gonna just crip walk? You saw how quick that nigga said, "Move, bitch!"
Hey, that shit was funny as fuck. But you gotta. I'm gonna give her a little bit of leeway. I ain't saving the bitch, but I'm gonna give her a little bit of leeway. The first nigga that she had got up on stage for was Fred Lowe.
Yep.
That right there explains it. You feel me?
Yeah.
But she got a little too carried away.
Yeah.
Bitch, if you gonna be fucking with niggas, you got to understand what niggas you fucking with.
Right.
And that's where a lot of females get fucked up. And that's why you end up in the situation you in. So just because you got on stage for the fat nigga that was a crip, then you got a whole bunch of other niggas that get on stage, and ain't nothing wrong with my B partners because I fuck with them. Nigga, shout out to my nigga Dre Steves one time. You feel me?
My nigga was on stage, man. He called me too. He said, I'm gonna show up.
He was doing this one too. The bitch got on stage for a pack of niggas throwing up big B's and shit, and it's like, you stupid ass bitch.
How would you crip
What the
walk in
fuck are
front
you
of blood
doing?
niggas? I was like, I know, and she wearing lime green. What did you doing? Bitch, you look like a green highlighter and you crip walking in front of Bloods, bitch, on stage. What
Now,
are you doing?
if the bitch would have stayed focused
And
and did no, not even the twerking. If the bitch would have stayed focused and came there to do what she was supposed to do, which was promote liquor,
Right.
she would have been cool because
Right.
you had that bright ass green on. All eyes on you. All
Everybody
eyes on
would
you.
wanna take
You
a
got
picture
the
with you.
bottle. Cool. But all eyes on you. You on stage. Bitch, you already ain't got no underwear on. You in some motherfucking windbreakers. Your ass cheeks is getting sweaty and your butt is eating your motherfucking pants. You ain't really got a top on.
And
The
you was-
fuck is wrong with you?
And you was thick as fuck.
He said it, not me.
She was thick. She was a white girl thick.
No, her homegirl was thick.
Both of them was thick, but she was white
Jason.
girl thick.
Baby girl in the jean dress.
Stop.
The photographer, y'all talking about the photographer.
Whoever she was.
Yeah, she was thick too.
My guy. But for the people watching and for the people listening, I know y'all here see somebody in the building with us today. This is my partner, you feel me? My old manager at one of my jobs. My partner that come through and come smoke, my music buddy, you feel me? But I'm gonna let this man tell him about him. To the right of me, my partner Giggles. What's happening?
What's up, y'all? I'm Giggles.
What the fuck was that?
fucking intro.
I got
What the
nothing,
fuck?
bro.
He has been loud for the
fucking
past
king.
hour and a half, and
Dude,
it was
I'm just
subtle.
smoking, bro, and we're gonna drink. We're gonna mix the things together. Some shit's
He
gonna
sounded
happen.
whiter than Jason. Hello,
Hello.
my name's Giggles.
Giggles. Yeah, bro. No, everything's good. No, what's up?
Man, shit, can't call it. We just over here politicking and shit, man. So Giggles,
Yeah.
this being everything XL and all. This is a interview style podcast. You feel me? We get up here, we drink, we smoke, we bullshit, but this is more so
Talk that shit.
I mean, all of that on and off camera. But this is about people getting to know who we got up here. They know who the fuck we are.
Yeah.
But now it's for the people to know who you are. So let's start from the beginning. Giggles, where you from?
Where am I from? Dude, I was born in Bend, Oregon, and my family immediately moved to Shelton, Washington, which is in the middle of fuck nowhere.
Shit, I thought Bend, Oregon was in the middle of nowhere.
No, Shelton, Washington is in the middle of fucking nowhere. It's hella small logging community, hella racist, bigoted people. They're awful. It was.
You
a
said
great-
it, not me.
Yeah, no, dude, it's fucking. This is the shout out, Shelton, Washington. Go fuck yourself.
Bitch.
Yeah, that's where I picked up my first felony.
Before we get to the F's.
First,
Before we get to them F's. So you said you moved from Bend, Oregon to
Yeah.
where, Washington?
Shelton, Washington.
Southern Washington. What's the biggest city in the area?
Olympia, which is the capital city.
So that's what, like 3-4 hours from there?
New. So it's like about probably 45 minutes.
Olympia.
ain't
Olympia.
I thought like
Olympia is like
the capital.
the
2
outlets,
hours
the
away
outlets,
from Portland, bro.
where the outlets are, right? Bet, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nothing out there because that's all they got going is the outlets.
I thought the outlets were like Centralia.
That was
Yeah.
Australia. No, you're like 30 minutes up the road to Olympia, where the big
Yeah.
Capitol building and shit is there. Yeah.
So what?
Is that
Vancouver.
where the juvie thing
So
is?
there's Vancouver, Centralia, right?
Uh-huh.
Olympia, and then
Tacoma.
Shelton is fucking over here. Yeah, and Tacoma's up there, and then Seattle.
Okay.
So you can consider like Centralia, Olympia, like the midway point between
Is
Seattle and
Is
Portland.
Shelton still on I-5?
No.
Oh,
No. You get off the fucking 5.
I'm trying to remember. I remember I used to do drives through there.
Dude, you probably have driven past
Yeah,
Shelton.
because we had to go through Idaho.
Yeah. But
Off topic.
Yeah. We spent I'm fucking on and off in Shelton. Like Shelton was our home base growing up and shit. So like we moved to California and fucking lived in Bakersfield, which was an awful first
That
experience.
is crazy.
Going to California, Bakersfield is the worst first
That's
experience.
3 hours
ever,
from
bro.
where I'm from.
Yeah, we went to Disneyland and
Not
shit.
3 hours, like 45 minutes. I'm tripping.
And then my mom was like, "Yeah, we're gonna go live in Bakersfield now." And I was all like, "What?" As a kid, didn't know the drama behind that. But yeah, our Disneyland trip, bro, when I was a kid, turned into a Bakersfield stay for like a year.
Jesus.
So mom says she was taking y'all to Disneyland and y'all ended up moving to California?
Yeah, bro.
Oh my God. I like how she worked that twist.
You have,
Yep,
you have
yep,
a good
yep, yep,
time? You have a good time? All right, well, now you live here.
Yeah. He was like,
You like
did
it?
you like all the nice parts of California? How about the shit parts? Let's go to Bakersfield.
He said, "How about the shit parts?"
So when you moved from Bend, how old were you when you moved to Washington?
I think I was probably only like 1, dude.
Oh,
Like,
so you don't even
my family,
remember that.
like, yeah, I don't remember that shit. I was just fucking born.
And then how old were you when you guys took off from Washington and went to Bakersfield, California?
Oh, bro. I was probably like, I don't know, 10 to 12, somewhere around there.
So you remember Bakersfield.
Yeah, I remember Bakersfield. It was fucking awful, bro. I remember the thing in Bakersfield. This is a shout out to Bakersfield. Go fuck yourself, Bakersfield. That's true. I'll mention all the places I love in the world.
I love how he does that. What was so bad
I love
about
California. I
Bakersfield?
hate Bakersfield. Dude, the rain. Okay, when you come from Washington, Oregon, bro, you know how the rain and air just smell so fresh, bro?
Amen.
In Bakersfield, when it rains, it literally smells like chemicals and assholes. It was like not a good time, bro. I remember smelling the rain in Bakersfield. And I was immediately like, as a kid, I was like, "There's something wrong here. Like, there's not a good thing happening in this place."
What the fuck?
Yeah, bro.
I kind of get what you're talking about just because. Okay, I used to live in Greenfield.
Yeah.
So Greenfield is literally on the other side of that hump of that hill that leads to Bakersfield. I'm cool. So being out in Greenfield, like, bro, I remember during the summer waking up at like 4 o'clock in the morning and the whole town just reeks of onion. Like,
Jesus
bro,
Christ,
at 4
what?
o'clock in the morning, but you already sleeping with the window up because it's hot as shit. You feel
Dude,
me?
there's weird smells in California, bro.
It's that valley, bro, where all like shit is grown out there. You feel me? You got all kind of vegetables, all kind of shit grown. So it's like the towns that you live in. Thank God we don't live in fucking Gilroy. It's garlic, bro. I could not wake up at fucking 6 o'clock in the morning and be like, garlic, bro. Fuck that.
That's the first thought of the day every day.
Yeah, nah, fuck that, bro. If it ain't Folgers, I don't want it.
If it ain't Folgers.
So living in Bakersfield, what was it that was like shitty for you? Like, what
It was
made
just a
shitty?
dramatic change, bro. Just going from like, home life in Washington, like that your whole life, and then like fucking out of nowhere, going on a fucking vacay, breaking a lease as a family.
Bro, I'm trying to be so serious. He's making it so difficult.
I'm being serious. Okay, we gotta laugh about the pain, bro.
No, for real, but it's like it's real funny.
What was the reason though that she just up and said, "Hey, nigga, we here"?
Dude, I love you, Mom. I hope you never see this podcast. Because we're talking that shit.
Bro, he's really on some 8 Mile shit right now.
Yeah, dude, this is where my story began.
As long as you don't throw up spaghetti, we good.
No, bro. So, why did we go to California? I think my mom was just running away from her problems. She was younger and shit, you know what I mean? So I feel like she was just fucking, like, she had family there already in Bakersfield. So she was like, yeah, let's take this awesome vacation. Just trying to make it fun for the kids, you know?
How old was your mom, and how many not siblings, but how many people was mom responsible for at that age that she was?
Oh, my God. So I have 2 older siblings, and I had 1 little at that point. So she had 3 other kids than me, bro.
And how old was mom?
Mom was fucking probably in her 30s somewhere.
Late 30s, mid-30s?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, mom, mid-30s, 3 kids to take care of.
Yeah.
Running from her shit.
Yeah. But my mom is a badass, dude. She, like, literally had worked in the poker industry, like, her whole life when it was really early on in Washington and shit. And she fucking, like, rolled that into a whole bunch of shit.
Mom a gambler?
No, she was but she's also she actually ran the casinos, like wrote the rules for poker rooms and stuff, and like
So she wasn't like working in what's that one show that just came out on Netflix like 2 years ago? With the white dude that was doing the books for the cartel.
That's my fucking show.
What the fuck is the name of that show? I fucks with it. I'm waiting for season 4 to come out.
I'm ready.
But the bitch, the young girl that was working for the family.
Yeah. I know exactly.
is that show Jason Bateman? Or
Yeah, it is. It is.
What is
That's what I picture his mom.
the Ozarks.
Ozark. Yeah.
Love that shit, bro. Hey, when they shot the bitch at the end, and he just like, hey, boom, she dead, and he just looking like,
But him and his bitch like, oh.
I was like, we gotta finish this. I didn't know what he knew.
Bro, it was supposed to have came out like 2 months ago. They bullshitting.
You know what also is bullshitting? ATL.
I didn't fuck with ATL.
I fucked with ATL. I fucked with it. That was a show.
But so your mom, she on the classier side of things, or was she like biker chick tattoos?
She's on the classier side of things. She was like a hella hustler, bro. My mom did fucking. She like, dude, we worked our way from being like poor when I was younger, like living in a trailer, doing that shit, and literally now my mom owns like 2 houses, a Tesla, and has like fucking fat ass education shit.
We need to
literally
pop some
worked her
faded
way
vodka
up from
for them.
fucking nothing to everything.
Oh, bro, we gotta get mom up here.
We gotta get
We need
mom
to pop
on
the
here,
faded
bro.
vodka for mom right now, though.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
On moms, we gotta pop.
On moms, we gotta pop the faded vodka.
No
Shout out to Faded Vodka.
Shout out to faded vodka. Fuck yeah.
I'm watching this nigga ice turn into water.
Dude, I know.
Bro.
I'm sad about it. Can you, dude, San Pelli, bro. Gotta get it.
Hey, don't let him fool you. I like it too. Bring that back over here. He a dark skin nigga. He like dark skin shit.
Bro, I fuck with the tequila.
You fuck with tequila?
Tequila,
I cannot do
heavy,
tequila, bro.
If it ain't Don Julio or 1800, I don't want it. And for the record, Patron is gross, nasty as shit, bro. I'll drink Jose Cuervo before I drink some Patron. That shit is rated like a motherfucker.
Nigga, it's a good thing I didn't bring the Patron at the house.
Yeah. Like, bro,
This
why are you
vodka's
so
actually
angry?
pretty good.
Why are you so
smooth.
angry?
Thank you.
So, mom's is a gangster. She working in casinos.
Yeah.
She got 3 little ones.
Yep.
Why did this such dramatic change going to California only end or last a year?
Because I think it was just a fucking flip from my mom. I think she's at the end of her ropes with some things in her life and probably just went there for the opportunity to kind of get back on her feet and get her mind right.
Right.
You know? So, yeah.
So what was the story that was told to you guys we're leaving California now, we're going back to where?
We went back and when we got back, we lived with my auntie, bro, and she lived
In Washington or
yeah, in Washington, and she lived out in the sticks near like Shelton too. But she was kind of like out in the boonies. I forgot what town she lived in. Yeah.
How long did that last?
That probably lasted like a year or so, 2 years, something like that.
So y'all was just jumping.
Yeah, dude, literally, yeah.
So how
We
many
moved
different?
around a lot. We've lived in Seattle and shit because my baby sister had medical issues, so we lived there for a while. I've personally like went everywhere, bro. When I was 15, I just dipped.
Gone.
Yeah, so there's a whole bunch of story here, bro. Yeah, I just fucking dipped, and that's where my life journey really begins, I suppose.
So, all right, let's fast forward it a little bit. So,
Yeah.
when you guys get back from California, you're how old?
Just like I said, bro, I can't fucking name it. This probably happened between the
Like
ages
12?
of like 9 to 12, 13, around there, where all this stuff kind of
When-
main events to set up my life happened.
When did you start getting in trouble?
When did I start getting in trouble? Dude, always. I've always been rough and rowdy, dude. I'm fucking everywhere.
With the law.
With the law, son. Okay. So, it was the first time I got in trouble and got caught for something was the time I picked up my felony and went to jail for 2 years.
What the fuck did you do?
Huh? What did I do? All right. I don't think
Take
I've
your
ever,
drink, bro. Take
dude,
your
I don't
drink.
think I've ever talked about this openly on like a public forum before, so this will be interesting for me.
Oh, there's a reason for it.
Yeah, it's gonna fucking bang out. It's gonna be good. Okay, so this is what happened, bro. In Shelton, Washington, there's nothing to fucking do. When I was 15, because of all the problems at home and shit, I just dipped and went to go live with friends and shit. At that point, there'd been so much problems with me and my family and my relationship with my mom that when she like tried to bring me back home, the cops were just like, "Let that motherfucker go."
Let the nigga go.
Yeah, just let him free, bro, because like there's nothing that we can do to just bring him back, basically.
But how do you fix your mouth to tell a woman, "Hey man, just let your baby go"?
Oh, dude, that's what I'm saying. But I don't know. She just kind of accepted that shit, though. I remember that phone call once I dipped. She like called me and she was like, I called the cops and they were just like, basically, don't do shit. So I'm not gonna do shit. Good luck out there, bud.
That was your mom's exact words.
Basically, yeah.
And how long? Not how long.
Basically, I'm
from
making
that?
my own choices. Like, grow up, be a man.
So what?
Story
So what did you
industry?
do?
Huh?
What did you do that landed you in?
So I was
be
going to
locked
high
up?
school at the time. I kept going to high school. I actually went to cosmetology school at the same time. So I'd go to high school and cosmetology school. And then I also had...
You?
Yeah. And so then, because they had a program when I was like 15, 16 in high school that was like basically... I was ahead in credits because I was a smart kid and shit. And there's just so many fucked up school situations.
Shout
There's
out.
so much shit.
He had to shout that out.
Dude,
Bro,
well...
no, fuck that. Hold on, I don't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, what?
He's a PK, bro.
Huh?
What are you talking
Pastor's
about?
kid.
What are you doing?
Oh, he's a
Hold on.
pastor's kid?
I was
Yes.
terrible, but I was smart. I was valedictorian.
Dude, that's fucking badass.
Yeah.
I can tell you're smart.
No, I don't know. Anyway, bro, fuck that. Proceed, bro.
I was ahead in credits, so I had an opportunity to take this like extracurricular program, and they're paying for beauty school for free. Well, beauty school is a hella expensive fucking program, bro. It like costs like $6,000 to $8,000 or some shit. To
Only?
Go. Yeah, only to go and put yourself through beauty school. It's like a small education.
Right.
So so at the time I was going to high school, at a job, I was going to beauty school. I was picking up tips at beauty school and shit, and then going to my job after. And
Handling your business.
Yeah, and then so I was trying to prove to myself that I was like, dude, I can do this out on my own. Well, I've always had rough and rowdy friends, and I don't know why, because that's just who I am.
So are you about to tell this story and blame it on them?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm about to blame it on myself. I was dumb enough to be there.
Did not go. Oh, okay.
No. Yeah, we're going around that way. But Yeah, homie. So basically what happened was I went out with these dudes one night, and I'm not going to name names or anything.
Never that.
Went out to this neighborhood where one of my friends lived, got super turnt and crossfaded, was doing all sorts of shit, and we decided, let's go out and do some young people shit, because there's nothing to fucking do in this town.
And this is at 16?
This is at 16, about to turn 17. It's summertime, was just about to turn 17, bro. This is probably in June or some shit. And so I'm doing all that shit, and I had been for a while, you know what I mean, going to school and all that shit. And so basically what happened was went out and hung out with these dudes, got super turnt, went out, started fucking shit up, you know, ding dong ditching, turned into hitting mailboxes with a sledgehammer, turned into breaking into a bathroom.
Some varsity blue ass shit?
Yeah, some shit like that. Turned into like writing like shit on a bathroom stall and like kicking in the doors and stuff. All right. Then we
y'all
found,
was
dude, we
bored.
we got so bored and fucked up, bro. So this was happening like, you know, I did all sorts of crazy shit when I was younger. But we're not going to get in more trouble by talking about this past tense, bro. No names, faces, events, places, whatever. But they found this abandoned house, right? And this is where I was kind of getting unturned. I was kind of sobering up a little bit. I'd had my fun, right? Broken some people's windows. You know, just crazy shit. Just being assholes. Because there's nothing to do. Yeah, bro. This is why there needs to be recreation centers. Donate to your local boys and girls.
All of that. No, for real. Because if my
For real.
son ever gets this bored,
Oh, dude, it was
I failed.
We fighting.
I failed, yeah.
I failed, bro.
Yeah, bro. So they find this abandoned house that's like under construction, basically. And they're like, let's break into this house. And we broke into this house. And they're like, basically, let's light the house on fire. And at this point, I was like, I'm okay.
This one left. This just went left.
Bro, this is where the party ended.
Hold on. So y'all went from breaking mailboxes.
No, we went from ding dong ditching. It's more innocent than that, bro.
Bro, ding dong
Within
ditching.
4 to 5 hours, being super turned on pills, smoking weed, drinking, to like ending up in somebody's house. And they're fucking the place up. And at this point, I'm sobering up, and I'm like, uh-oh.
I bet the fuck you did.
Yeah. I'm not
I
in a
bet the
good
fuck you did,
situation.
sir.
Yeah, and so the house and floor and shit is on fire. And I was like, this house is on fire. Because I'm sobering up. And I'm like, guys, this isn't cool. And me
Now
and
he says it.
Yeah, me and
Now.
one of these dudes getting a little scuffle after that, because I was freaking out at this point. Because I was like, there's a house on fire.
Right.
I'm in it, you know? And so we got in a little scuffle. I peace out, went into town. These boys stayed in that neighborhood. Also went back to the fucking house they lit on fire last night.
Oh, yeah, they wild.
And so the cops literally see them, because there's just vague descriptions of people. If they went back into town, probably nothing would happen. I didn't snitch and call the police. This is going to come into the story soon. Because, you know, everything else was forgivable, but that.
Yeah, bro, that was some weird shit, bro.
First shit ever. So I go into town, and I literally am like not having a good time. Well, a day later, somebody calls me, and they're like, yo, they picked up the other two guys, and the cops are looking for you. And I was like, really? Click. And I called everyone I trusted, which include my mom and my dad. And I was like, guess what just happened? They were like, no shit, huh? Then my dad, this was my dad's advice. My dad was on and off my whole fucking life, bro. So he was like, you know what? He was in Alabama at the time. He was like, you know what you should do? He's like, I'll buy you a bus ticket. You can come to Alabama. And I'm all like, sounds great, Dad. Solid plan. All right, I'm gonna pass that. I'm gonna call the more logical person, which is my mom. I called my mom. She's like, stay there. We're gonna get a lawyer. We're gonna fucking whitewash this shit up, and we're gonna walk in and turn you in. And I was like, I don't like that plan either.
Fuck no, I'm going with that.
Yeah. And so she was like, don't run away. Don't do it. You'll get in more trouble. And I was like, at the time, I was just freaking the fuck out, bro. Because I had never fucking, I'd never gotten caught for anything. I did lots of stupid shit. But this is the first time there's actual police involved. And they had my name and a description. And they were looking for me.
They were on your
They're on
ass.
me, bro. Yeah, it was not a good time. So I just turned myself in. Went through this whole process for 3 months. Basically locked up.
So you didn't take off.
No, dude, I went and got a lawyer. And the shittiest lawyer of all time. She's dead now, too. God bless her, sweet sweetheart.
Every time he says something, it goes
Bro,
left.
it's always. Bro, this nigga can never.
Dude, I got a great story, bro. The story gets crazier and crazier, so this will be the best podcast ever.
So the dead lawyer.
Shout out to
So
Giggles.
you wanted to hear the story from the beginning. So I get the lawyer. She's the shittiest fucking lawyer of all time, and she makes the shittiest defense and everything of all time. My sister would later go to law school, and I'd find out that it was the shittiest defense of all time when my sister became an attorney. Yeah.
She's a defense attorney?
My sister?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, she's a family defense attorney. Shit.
For the state of
Washington.
Oh yeah, bro. We gotta holla. I need one.
Yeah. I need one. Send me
Deadass.
business, sis. Okay. So this is what happens, bro. So fight this case for 3 months. Prove everything that I said right, because what the other boys did in this situation, because everybody's, yeah, okay, let's go this way. Here. There you go. But everybody's young in this situation, so they kind of tried to pin everything on me because I was the older one, and I literally proved with evidence and just by like telling the fucking truth. And I wasn't trying to say shit, but they literally spilled the beans on everything, and then I had to defend myself, bro. So yeah, they were dumb, bro. They just fucking went in there and basically took some truth serum. I don't know what happened, but they fucked the story up really bad. So.
Damn.
And they tried to pin everything on me to get away, which did not work. So after doing all this shit, bro, I thought because the prosecution was going to advise that I be put on like a stay-at-home order, basically, for the length of my sentence in like a parole type situation, and I was thinking I would be released. But what happened is the judge actually went against the prosecutor's advice, which it rarely ever happens. Usually when the prosecutor suggests something, the judge goes, yeah, that sounds like a good plan. Totally went against that. And it was basically like, you did this out of malice for no other reason, blah, blah, blah. You didn't call the police. You weren't worried about the aftermath or who it could hurt, all this stuff. And it was very eye-opening for me at the time. And I was sitting there with my whole family behind me, waiting for me to be released that day so I could go home and be on like house arrest, basically. And yeah, the judge is like, so here's what we're going to do. I'm not going to go with this suggestion, and I'm going to give you an option. You can take your minimum sentence with basically a year of parole, or you can take your maximum sentence, which is 2 years. And he's like, and the only reason you're not going to adult prison is because like the prosecution basically saved you. And I was all like, oh, cool, because I could have been charged with an adult.
What was the actual charge?
It's Class A arson, bro. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, and I was the assist to that, I guess. I forgot what the legal terminology is. You're basically like you were involved but didn't do it.
Right.
But it shows on your record the same thing. It's Class A arson.
So what? Damn. What? How much time could you have been looking at? What was the?
Oh, dude, if I was an
minimum?
adult, bro, probably upwards to 5+ years.
For arson?
Yeah, bro. It was my first charge ever, bro. I hadn't even gotten a ticket or anything. You know what I mean?
Yeesh.
Yeah.
So
I've never gotten in trouble for anything other than maybe like shoplifting one time. And I wasn't even shoplifting. I was just eating popcorn chicken inside Walmart.
Whoa.
Whoa.
I was just,
That's
hungry.
why I don't fuck with Walmart.
I know.
Niggas got money around this motherfucker.
I didn't
I
fuck
don't need to
with
steal
Walmart
shit
when I was
from
broke.
Walmart.
Dude, rough life. Okay.
So you do the time.
So I chose to take my maximum. He gave me a choice because I was like, fuck parole. I was like, I don't want to do it. Because I felt like if I took parole, I would basically, like, I just have seen so many people get fucked and stuff,
Yeah, because when you
My dad went to jail and shit, so I could just see how it can go wrong so fast, bro. If you take parole option, they will turn that into an opportunity to fuck you. Oh, I also got charged with $20,000 in restitution debt at the age of 17 years old.
Just paid off my 40. Just paid off my 40.
That's what I'm talking about. You see? You understand the struggle. How old are you?
27.
Bingo! I'm getting there, guys.
I got knocked when I was 21.
This is what surprises me. Like, I mean, I guess when you take out like white and black from the situation, when you got a handful of white kids doing some fucked up shit, it's like, how do we charge white kids with the most, you feel me, obscene shit? Okay, we gotta hit the oldest one. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I think that
They made an example of me.
for being the
It was
oldest.
also election year. So he was getting re-upped on election to be,
You got it on the election year?
Superior Court Justice or whatever.
Oh, it was election year?
Yeah, for them.
Oh, yeah,
in
you
the
wasn't
court.
getting off. Had
Yeah,
that been an election year, you could have walked away.
And like I was telling you earlier, that day they'd released like 2 or 3 other people on hella bad charges, like dealing meth and shit.
If it would have been a black kid, how much time do you think he would have got?
Oh, bro, they're locking him up. If he's a juvenile, they're locking that brother
Shelton?
up in Green Hill.
In Shelton? Oh,
And-
shout out to Green Hill.
Yeah, and not brother, and not letting him see the light of day for sure. Especially if he did something I did, and yeah. Either way though, bro. I even like the brothers and I met and shit for like not having a charge before. They were like, yeah, that is peculiar that you're in here for so long.
Like a big ass eyebrow raise, like.
Yeah, bro.
You know what
And
I
the thing-
love? And I didn't cut you off because you said you went in there. You obviously talked to him. What I love is when you go into the system and you talk to that one guy in the system and you tell him your charges and he tells you how you should go talk to your lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
The in-house jailhouse lawyer.
Yeah, you know, you should go talk to the jailhouse lawyer and see if you can get this, and this, and technically switch it up and do this, and this, and do the retrial.
You'll be out of here in
Yeah,
6
you'll be
months.
out of here in 6 months. I love when I meet those people. If you don't get your old, been here for 5 years.
I'm glad you got that kind of energy, bro, because I ain't got it right
No,
now.
it's just, man. It's funny to me because you be like, nigga, you been here for life, nigga, and you just now telling me this, nigga. How come you ain't fought your case?
right? How long have you been in here? Forever? Okay.
And you're telling me I can get out in 6 months?
You bitch ass nigga, you. Okay, so you do your time.
Yeah, but it's not just doing time, bro. Actually, I think that, oddly enough, this is where my maturity and my adulthood started. I am actually so fucking thankful that I did that time because it flip-flopped my mentality around. I met so many people, bro. I met so many brothers. I met so many, like, Latino homies. I got so cultured and diverse and, like, to know where everybody came from and, like, hear a bunch of people's stories. Like, I still think about the people I met to this day because they were so young like me. So I'm like, where are they in life? Like, I met hella talented rappers, bro. Like, some of the fucking... I was like, you're this young and so fucking talented. Like, I can't mention names because I don't know where they are now and shit. But, like, I met so many people. And, really thankful for my time in there, bro. And this is, like, where my music career started, too, oddly enough.
So you going to jail for the first time is what started your music career?
Yes, because I had always... I didn't say this earlier, but I always fiddle-fucked around with the guitar. So...
Oh, I was gonna work my way into that because I asked you like where did the music start for you, but let's get on to that.
But my grandpas, both of them on my mom's side and on my dad's side, they both played the guitar. One was a bluegrass musician, one was more like Johnny Cash, Elvis-y type, and they always played the guitar around me when I was a kid. And they were fucking awesome. And so I would just watch them. A lot of the times my grandpas wouldn't let me touch their guitars, so I'd wait till they were out of the room and I'd sneak in and grab their guitars and sit down and try to practice whatever I saw. Bang it, bro. Yeah, I dropped my grandpa's guitar so many times.
Where he at?
Huh?
Grandpa.
My grandpa, one of the bluegrass playing Papa just passed away here in November from COVID, so that sucked. From COVID, yeah. And then my other grandpa on my mom's side, he lives out in McClary, Washington.
Damn, that's just crazy. Speaking of COVID, like, not that anything's funny about COVID. I just was getting ready to say, like, how many people and things have you, like, came across or started doing since COVID? And I laugh because I started working at Mr. Nice Guy during COVID. Right
a lot, actually. I feel like the world changed a lot because people became more withdrawn, but at the same time, they're like wanting more from other people. Like I met you, which is a big avenue for me. I met my girlfriend Morgan and my partner Morgan, and she introduced me to like Carson, who does PDX Talent and shit like that. And so like I met a lot of like more music people in Portland that I wasn't meeting because I was here for like a year plus before I met you, and before the pandemic, and I was working in the cannabis industry and shit. Working my way up and Nice Guy, and that's when you met me and shit. So
how did you get into the cannabis industry?
I think that's a story for later on. We might want to buckle that for a little while. I'd always wanted to be in the cannabis industry. When I was in high school, I knew that it would legalize. And I knew that, like, that's what I wanted, eventually. But I always knew that I loved cannabis. Cannabis, like, I was introduced to that in, like, before high school and shit. And, like, just because of my different upbringings and shit, and like my dad's family. Right. And always like fucking. My grandma was growing plants when I was a kid. My dad's mama, like she was like, dude, cannabis has always been around, literally. So I'm in love with that plant. And I think music, cannabis, and people go hand in hand.
Yeah, I remember when I was a kid, I caught my mom smoke. I necessarily didn't catch her smoking, but it was one of those things. I was playing outside. My mom was smoking outside, and I was tripping for a second, and she told me, I remember her telling me that whenever you see mommy's eyes like this, leave her alone because she got a headache.
It's fucking hilarious, bro. I love it.
Hey, you over here like, damn, she got a headache a lot.
Nah, because I never really remember my mom smoking after that until I was like 13. And that was when I was like 7 or some shit.
Yeah.
So, like, my mama, she never really did shit in front of us. But that was just that one time I caught her and I was like, oh, whatever.
Yeah.
Ain't trip. More about the music. I'm gonna rewind a little bit. What was your first real introduction into, like, the music world?
My first introduction to the music world was nearing I was probably a year and a half into my 2-year sentence. So I went to this writing conference and I'd been playing. I wrote so much music in jail. That was another thing. I wrote like an album and a half. My first album and a half I wrote in my cell, bro, with a guitar with nylon strings because I was on good behavior.
There he go, flexing his privileges.
Dude, I was the commissary plug, so I had a system. But I got to take my fucking, I got a nylon string guitar that I got to play, and I practiced that motherfucker for hours every day in my cell. It became exponentially better on the guitar.
He was the next crybaby.
And I always knew that I was good because I'd written songs before I got in trouble and shit, and I always knew that I was good with lyrics and lyricism and everything, so. Yeah. It just came naturally. Yeah.
What was your first...
But my first interaction into the music industry, like I was going to say, was Bruce George, who co-created Def Poetry Jam on HBO with Russell Simmons.
Damn.
With Def Jam Records.
Damn.
Yeah. And you guys can look, this is all true. You can look this up. Like, I still call Bruce. He's one of my really, really good friends and like one of my mentors in life. And he's really awesome. So shout out to Bruce George and Def Poetry Jam and all that. So I went to a writing conference, and he was doing this thing where he'd go around to jails and stuff, and he was doing them at schools too. But he came to my youth prison, right, my youth work camp thing, and he went to another facility, and I got to go see him.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and so I brought the guitar I had, because at this point I transitioned my second year into my sentence, because it was like a year and 3 months. I transitioned into like a group home basically, and so like a transition house where you can go and get a job and shit and work and get your shit back together into the real world. So I got to go to that conference at like another group home. Yeah,
that was dope as fuck.
Yeah, so I met Bruce, and it was funny because he did spoken word poetry, right? And there was a lot of rappers there, so it was like really beneficial to them. But I'd already written this whole album of songs. I had this song called Faith, which was about like my childhood and different kind of abusive like childhoods and like rough upbringings and stuff. And so I asked Bruce, my eyes twitching for literally no reason at all. So bad. We're just going to go over here. I'm just going to fucking put on an eye patch. Yeah, I don't know. God, bro. This is my eye.
Damn, what the fuck is in that vodka?
Yeah, dude. Are you poisoning me straight up? Okay. So this is what happened. So I went to the writing conference with Bruce George, and I was basically like halfway through it. I got the nerve to be like, I had my guitar with me, and I didn't have it in the room. And I was like, I'm a musician. I write songs. Because he was like, has anybody written a rap or a poem? Like, go around and talk about it. And it got to me, and I was like, I write songs. Can I play you one? And he was basically like, nah, bro. This isn't what this is about. This isn't your moment to shine. And I was all like, don't like put me off like that. Like, and I stood up for myself, and I was like, let me play you one song, and let me show you what's up. And he kind of molded over and shit, and he was like, okay, play me one song. And you can find this video on YouTube. It's fucking, it's on there from when this moment happened. But yeah, if you look up Torrin Kingery Faith on YouTube, you can literally see this moment. This was recorded. And you can see
they recorded you in the jail?
He recorded me with his phone, yeah. Oh, yeah, and bro, so I played him a song. Literally, the whole room cried. And like literally, they all broke down in tears. And he broke down in tears because of the song. And he was like, I'm going to go make some calls. basically put his phone away, recorded the video of me singing one more time and shit, so he had more of it, and then basically went and called some people. Made a call to his lawyer and shit. Basically was like, I want a management contract with this kid, like, you know, a supervisory, like, you know, contract. I was in jail at the time, and so my mom signed all this shit for me.
Tupac shit.
Yeah.
And Suge walked in and said, I'm gonna get you out of here.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, bro. So basically, got to have this opportunity with him, and he basically put me under a management contract for 3 years, and then that's how I got introduced to the music industry. And I talked to hella people, bro. Like, yeah. And my music reached a lot of people.
And went just
privately.
Straight into the big league.
Yeah, dude, I was already doing it. I started doing.
Crazy.
They started letting me do shows out of the group home and shit. So I started doing music shows around Olympia, and yeah, went and recorded my first album, which I ripped down. I used to have a whole album on the internet and shit. I ripped everything down because like my accounts and shit at the time when I was in jail weren't controlled by me. Mm-hmm. So like this wasn't how I wanted to portray my image afterwards. So I ended up taking a lot of the shit down myself.
What the fuck for?
Because at the time, bro, okay, so this is where the story goes, bro. In this 3-year contract, I got introduced to kind of how the music industry is in general, and how people, I guess, want more out of you than you can give without selling your soul.
I like that setup. I like how you did that.
Yeah. So, yeah, it didn't go well for me, and I didn't have the best upbringing in the music industry that I wanted, and I kind of met a lot of asshole people, and a lot of assholes. Yeah, I've met a lot of assholes, and I've met also a lot of good people. Like Bruce George is good people. Chris Jasper from, do you know who Chris Jasper is?
No.
Isley Brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris Jasper wrote a lot of their hit songs. And
Oh,
stuff.
wow.
Yeah, and so he knows Jimi Hendrix and shit, you know, before he passed away. Like, I got to talk to music legends literally when I was, like, a kid, bro. I was, like, 18, 19, 20, like, talking to music legends and shit. And, like, really big, like, eye-opener. And so I got to meet a lot of people, and I think what Bruce was trying to do is give me a platform that would also give him a platform at the time, which, like, was really interesting to see, because I feel like, you know, he was on a certain level in his life doing things, and he saw this kid with so much talent. He's like, yo, I did this once, let me do it again. I can show the world something.
So what was it for
Which
you
at the time
made
that
it
was
go
happening
left?
a lot. People were finding like these celebrities who'd already done this stuff, and people in the music biz and the industry and the TV industry were like finding people and like bringing them up and trying to make them pop off.
The Justin
World
Bieber
star.
effect.
Yeah.
What?
I was about to say the Bieber effect, but you went
The Bieber
different.
effect.
Yeah, that's a whole different shit. What made it go left for you? Like, made it uncomfortable? Because from the way I'm hearing it, like, bro, that's a unique situation. My
For
nigga
some
Tupac
reason, bro.
before Tupac or after Tupac.
After Tupac. Well, for some reason, bro, I didn't get. And this was like Bruce's vision for me in a way, and he used to tell me this. He was like, you know, I'm gonna say it in a funny way because I always say it like this, but like a marshmallow in his sea, a hot chocolate. Like he wanted me to be you know,
The white boy for the
the white
niggas.
boy in the community. You know what I
The
mean?
white boy for the niggas.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
And
John
he
B.
was like-
He
yeah,
wanted
and
the
he
John
thought
B.
that I had such like an R&B like soulful element to my
Justin
voice at the
Timberlake.
time.
I was gonna say the Justin John B legend. That's
Yeah.
what you want to do. Yeah, he wanted you to be John B.
Yeah, bro. So he had this whole vision for me, bro, and it's just, I think because he didn't have the right connects, he was more on the TV industry, like shit, that kind of side. He didn't have the right music connections to make it happen, and then like other people didn't get to see my talent live, so that made it hard for them to buy in
Right.
to wanting me to do this.
Damn.
But it was definitely an interesting experience, bro. And like that was really big for me because my sister likes to say this, the one who's an attorney now. I'm so proud of her. Shout out, sis. Shout out to all my family. They're awesome. But my sister always says it like this. She's like, you know what the fucking odds are of that happening to someone in your situation?
For real.
It's
That's why I'm
like winning the
confused.
lottery. It's astronomical. And so, you know.
For real.
Yeah, and then it happened to me, bro, and like I lived it, and it was like a really weird experience because I didn't expect any of that shit to happen. That's why I say my life began there, because Bruce is the first person who literally, I would say I've had several mind-altering events in my life That was one of them. Bruce made me realize how talented I was. First of all, he was like, "You have a gift, motherfucker," and he made me realize what I don't know, could do on a wide, big spectrum in my life, and he really opened up my vision for that. So yeah.
So with that being said,
My eye finally stopped twitching. Earlier, I was fucking, dude, it was so bad. I was like, why is this happening right now? I'm in the middle of telling my life story, and my eyes just like, blah, 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 blah. Hey, buddy, what's going on?
I'm really thinking like, hey, does he know this is going on YouTube? Instagram?
No. Well, that's what I'm saying, bro. So forgive me for all the fucking eye rubs, because it was bad.
No, bro, to be honest with you,
we can't start this over. We're in deep, Mac.
I think people are more like, bro, fuck what he's going through on camera. Like, that's a story, my guy.
I like how I kept telling the story while I was rubbing my eye. I'm like, I'm not crying.
Hey, dog, I thought he was irritated. I was like, this nigga's like, I gotta tell this story. One fucking time.
Fuck. I'm like reliving PTSD moments.
Yeah, right? He's like, that time that I was in my dorm.
Dude, I had somebody run up into my cell, bro.
Man, hey,
when the doors popped, they were like, bloop.
I'm not going to dub,
I
man.
had that happen.
Were there times when you was in jail? Were you in jail or you were in prison?
I was in like maximum security like jail for 3 months during my sentence. Then I went up to a work camp, which was still a lot of lockdown. I actually became a wildland firefighter when I was there. Got certified. Yeah, that's a crazy ass story too, bro.
Yeah, y'all go deep in their woods.
Yeah.
No, I remember jail. Jail to me though, it was sometimes I want to say after like 2 weeks, it got boring. And then you were like,
got used to it.
What the fuck did this guy just say?
Yeah, it got boring to the point that I was getting anxious, and I'm like, man, I just really want to
start some shit.
Yeah, I want to do something. I want to leave. I miss going outside. Like, damn, it's a Friday. I don't know what the fuck I'm eating today. Like, I remember that shit. So it got like after 2 weeks, it got like, damn, I'm getting irritated. But in the beginning of the first 2 weeks, I was like, hey, nigga, these niggas is funny. Yeah, these niggas is cool. The niggas was giving barkers to each other, right? And I don't know if y'all know what barkers is. All right, you know them heavy ass slippers.
I was about to shout out Spread.
You know them heavy ass sandals. Mm-hmm. All right, so they had these heavy ass sandals that were made by Bob Barker.
Yeah. Oh, the fucking like brown, like yellowish. Yep.
Yeah. So niggas would wrap their towel in it, right? And play it like you know what I'm about to go at. Niggas would go and they would smack niggas on their ass or their back for hot meals or for snacks. So they'd be like, nigga, let me get your hot meal tomorrow. I'll give you 5 bar barkers. And niggas were like, 5 barkers for the hot meal? I'm gonna smack you 5 times? I got this.
Oh, you got me fucked.
There were niggas and they were doing rat tails. Rat tails was when they would wrap up the and then knock that. They would do that for the food. So for the first 2 weeks, I'm watching these dumbass, especially no offense, I was watching these dumbass white people take the barkers and the rat tails for their food. And I would sit there and I'd be like, damn, this is funny. This is hilarious. This is crazy. After 2 weeks, I was like, fuck this place. I want to get out. I want to go home. Yeah. Why am I stuck in this door, nigga? 24 fucking hours.
Jason, would you participate in that fuckery?
No.
Jason,
not for some ramen, bro.
Not for some ramen.
Not for some opportunities.
I got 2 honey buns, my entree, and a soup. 2 honey buns and an entree.
Yeah,
listen, and my soup.
You wouldn't take some Bob Barkers to the back, bro?
That sounded hella gay. That sounded wrong.
Hey, listen, bro. I'm gonna tell you, these white folks was hungry, and I got put in a dorm. I got put in a dorm where it was mostly all.
Shout out to Jacob.
Oh no! Hey man.
Bro, can we not?
His ad-lib game on game. That's why that nigga Bruce was trying to put him with the niggas. He said, I just need a white boy to get on stage and go,
stick him. I'm done, brothers. Y'all got that got weird. That got hella weird. So after the music shit, like, what?
Spend a year out of jail, have a baby. is the next part of the story.
Oh, so you thugging for real?
Whoa,
What kind
I
of?
just caught on to that. You
My
had the
contract is still live.
What kind of?
Phase in my life.
baby? Shit.
Hey, Prince.
And
What
when I
kind of
told Bruce,
8
he
Mile
was like,
Tupac
no.
ass thug life white boy is this?
Man, this is your moment.
Yeah, this
So hold on.
Mom spaghetti.
For the people watching,
Sweater already.
for the people watching and for the people listening, we're gonna sum this up.
Mom spaghetti.
This motherfucker went to jail, got a record deal,
Yep.
lost the record deal,
Yep.
and got a bitch pregnant.
Yes.
All within what time?
This was like a 3-year period, bro.
You was living a fast life.
I was living a fast life. Anyway.
A lot of drugs.
No, not at all. Actually, I was probably the most sober I'd been in my life.
You weren't doing drugs at that time?
No, bro, I needed to do drugs at that time. That's what
Bro,
teaches
what kind
me.
of-
Bro. That's what could have turned the ship around.
Rockstar life was you living, bro?
Anyway, bro, yeah.
Okay, you got a girl pregnant.
Yes.
Boy or girl?
It was a girl. My sweet baby girl, Haven. Yeah. She awesome.
She's
She's the light of my life.
Do you think you having her at that age?
That was another mind-altering experience.
For the relationship
second
with
one.
the mom?
Huh?
The relationship with the mom?
No, having a child. The relationship with the mom is like another thing, bro. That's what I learned, dude, about having a kid is like, I think there's a fucking comedian that says this. I can't remember which one. But he basically says, like, when you have a child, you realize, oh, shit, that's my blood. This other person doesn't even fucking matter. Basically, you're not like that. But, like, mentally, you're like, I would literally murder someone for this baby. Like,
Before the mom.
yeah.
Damn.
And so I realized that. And then at the time, our relationship was kind of like, dude, I'm not even going to go on that. I'm not even going to plug that situation in the story. Anyway, but
It's all good.
yeah, I got a really good baby mama and I'm a good dad. So.
That's all that matters,
Yeah.
because if y'all can't work together, then the child doesn't get 100% of both of y'all.
Yeah. So basically, you can think of jail whooped my ass, like, and set me straight. Child, like, and this is,
Kept you going.
kept me going straight. And then basically Bruce was like the mind-altering experience of you can do anything. Like, anything's possible. Which is a lot of contradictory fucking things. But it's also like a really like awesome kind of like experience to have.
You agree, Jason?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's dope.
Yeah. So I realized how much I can do with my talent and shit for my baby girl. And that's always been my dream so far.
How many songs do you think you got to date that are like ready to go?
To like be recorded and then be released.
Yeah.
Huh? So fucking many. I actually have like 2 albums planned, but I just don't have the necessary funds to get there because I really want to do like hook up with a good studio or a good producer. I think like music, dude, is honestly probably like, this might be true, it's like 30-40% of the artist, and the rest of that is like a producer's vision of you, because that's what is the final product and what is put on the market. And I don't think I've really met a producer who has the same vision as me,
So what you're saying is we got to find someone that you can connect with.
Yeah, because I feel like I have such a talent and like for writing lyrics and catchy songs and stuff that if I found the right producer and the right people to collaborate with, I think it'd pop off again.
You got your guitar with you?
I do have my guitar with me.
Man, let's hear some.
All right.
Let's hear some.
All right.
Let's hear some. This is the first time on Everything XL. We had some live performance. Oh, this. Hold on.
He said, hold on.
Let me get out your way, sir.
What kind of song do you guys want to hear?
Yep.
Yeah.
Whatever that was.
Yep.
It's gonna be good. Okay.
Hold on, where that faded vodka at?
Yeah, dude, gotta take a sip of the faded vodka. All right, he's gonna pour a glass, people. I don't think we can say eye to eye. You're shrinking, shy away like a thief. Lies, all the words and the kisses that you owe me cry till I finally breathe. Oh, but I don't think you're good enough, and neither did my mother. My brother thinks I am better with you, but maybe I am just going crazy lately, baby. You got me calling the side piece to come through by. To be honest, we may be just right. Love decayed and soars, bleeding into the beautiful cracks of your porcelain pores. Broken doll on the floor. But you never thought I was good enough. Neither did your mother. Your friends think you're better without me. But maybe you and all these people, you're all just fucking crazy to be real. You won't be shit without me. Bye.
My God.
Fuck yeah.
Motherfucking
Yeah,
giggles.
man. Hey, vocals right there,
Motherfucking
man.
giggles.
Fucking
Crush that
vocals.
shit. That's good shit.
What's the name of that one? What's the name of that one?
Dude, you put me on the spot. I can't even remember right now. I just did a performance, sipped some faded vodka. I feel a little bit faded.
And he was a
It's good.
whole.
I'm pretty sure I named that one good enough.
Good
Usually
enough.
until I record a song, I don't decide on the final name, though.
Bet I can dig it. What's the backstory for that?
What's the backstory for that? It's definitely relationship fueled. But it's definitely about like the disapproval of like everybody else in people's lives and how they justify not fucking loving you in the way that they should love you, not honoring you the way they should honor you. You know?
Is it safe to say that was part of the situation in y'all's relationship?
Yeah, the baby mama situation. Yeah.
What else you got for us?
Dude, I got so much shit, bro. What do you want to hear, son?
Man, whatever
I
you
can
got.
Well, dude, I thought it would be fun today to like I have like pieces of songs that I've written within like 5 minutes. I thought, it'd be fun to just fucking do those pieces and see how they go.
What, put them all together?
Huh? No, just like let's just rock a song maybe. I don't know.
Go for it.
Fucking what's today? It's Freestyle Sunday.
I'm fuck with this dude.
Oh shit. Dude, I write hella weird.
That was hella random.
Dude, no, what I was gonna say, this song is like a piece of a song. It's like the first verse and the chorus of a song I've been writing, bro. And I literally like to write about the weirdest shit. So this song is about like a stalker / murderer, but it's solid as fuck. You ready to listen to it?
Bro, what kind of fucking pin-up rock star bar strip club you been going to?
I never performed a song in front of anybody. Held underwater, breathing, drowning me. Watching you now, I see within. I wanna be haunted. And if I can't have you, no one can. I'm just a creep, but not a hero. Invisible to you whenever pretty heels walk by. This is not a beginning, most likely an ending. When I'm backing you up and sinking you down and saying goodbye, goodbye. That's all I got so far, guys.
Oh, I fucks with that.
Yeah.
Fucks with it.
Max trying to figure out how you can get a feature.
And
Oh, bro, you don't even know. Me and my guy, we've
working
been
on it. Trying. It's actually honestly my fault. I have a lot of shit going on in my life. I end up being a flake. Like Mac invited me to the studio. He's put in so much like, come fucking be here, and we have together. But then like last minute shit happens. Like, but like we really need to get in the fucking studio.
So
Mac was already in the feature.
Yeah,
come on, man.
Mac is fucking on.
Come on,
game,
man.
Bro.
I think,
I literally compliment this man on his hustle all the time.
man, this is my guy right here,
I
bro.
literally do. Like, I send him texts like I'm his brother or something. I'm like, bro, I see what you're doing, and I'm looking up to it.
I
you're
think
awesome.
I played My Fault for You before it even
Yeah.
came out. Before
Dude,
it
My
hit
Fault
this-
was badass. Yeah.
Bro, everyone gets
Everybody gets down with My Fault.
Yeah, that's the one. You feel me?
That is the one. When I saw when you showed me your videos, I was like, because I didn't know about this shit, you know what I mean? Like all this.
Oh, you thought I was just a
Dude,
closet rapper?
Everybody's always thought like I'm a rapper, I'm a musician until like I see, but you've actually done shit and like everybody you know has done shit and stuff.
Bro.
So like,
This is like, I get that a lot from a lot of people, and it's like, I feel like I ain't did enough.
yeah. Well, the production value on the first video I saw, I was like, this is hella high. Like I wonder who shot this shit. That was a hella dope video. I forgot.
He was part of that.
Were you?
Oh, for
The one in the hotel room and shit like that, or whatever the fuck that was. That was
Just
bad.
barely.
Huh?
No.
Bro,
Just
stop
barely,
it. Stop
whatever.
it, bro.
Just some
Anyway.
just a little bit of drone footage.
Bro, his
Yeah, old
don't get it
Joe
fucked up. Packard, that's my guy. I fuck with him the long way. I love his work. What song is it? Manic. He has a song called Manic. Check bro out on YouTube. What is it? Packard Brown or Brownie?
It's Packard Brown.
Packard Brown.
Yeah.
YouTube. That's my
About
favorite
sick.
video that he did for him as a rapper or an artist, and he's also a videographer. So when it comes to his style of work, bro, I love that video. But my favorite part of that video that you're talking about for me is what he's involved in. That I feel like that set that whole video off.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, shout out to Packard and Jason.
Appreciate you.
My God.
Badass.
But yeah, bro, we gotta get you a single. We gotta get you a video.
Dude, that's what I'm
We gotta
saying,
get
bro.
all of that.
And that's what I was about to say, dude. Like at the end of that shit and at the end of my contract, bro, it was basically like, do I stay here or do I chase this dream? Like, do I stay here for my baby girl and try to provide her a life, or do I I go on this fucking journey that has no promise at the end? You know what I mean?
My question is, why are you here in Portland?
For the cannabis industry.
Yeah, we just gotta ask it.
So for the cannabis industry specifically.
For specifically
Because
cannabis.
this is like, in my opinion, Portland and Oregon are like the Wild West of cannabis.
Okay, see that.
And like some of the best weed in the world, and I'm gonna say this with confidence, is being grown here in this fucking state.
I said that. Somebody called me Cap.
Kiss my black ass.
Him. He called me
I
Cap.
only say that because I'm from California.
Yeah, I
Who
was
would you
gonna
say?
Dude, you're always gonna be loyal to fucking Cali weed, bro. Every fucking
Nah.
brother is-
Hey, I will say this. And I will say this.
In California,
Well, say
grows
it then.
bomb ass weed. It's right.
Oregon got some of the best cheap weed I've ever bought.
I was gonna say, if you're such
This shit is damn near free around this motherfucker. Shout out to Jacob one motherfucking time.
Hey, I'm gonna re-up on my QP in a minute.
what do you rep if you like weed so much?
Huh?
All the shit, like there's a lot of good companies. Everybody does good shit. Like who do you?
Who would I recommend?
Not I mean on
For
camera.
growers?
I just
On camera.
yeah, that kind of
Urban Canna. I work for a company, a distribution company that I will not name on here, but Urban Canna is not one of the brands. But Urban Canna, 45th Latitude, Rip City, these all grow fantastic fucking weed. And there's some people coming up that I know personally. There's some of my best friends in the industry, some of my very close friends in my personal life that are growing weed that when it hits the market, it will be fucking bananas.
Oh,
yeah.
bro. We need to get that up here because the fat niggas smoke. Jason smoke.
Yeah.
94. Prince smoke.
Yes.
We be wanting to blow up in this
And
motherfucker.
it definitely brings product on.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah,
fucking, if we
that.
do this again and shit, like, you ever come on here and play some songs or some shit, like,
Oh, bro, always. You
It's
know, you
smoke.
my guy, so whenever you want to come up here, it's nothing. We
it's
always-
badass.
we just
I need
sitting
more
there
white
bullshitting.
friends.
Nigga, what?
All my nigga friends keep getting shot. I need some white friends.
Oh my god! Heard it here. We're talking that shit.
White people are safe.
This isn't your typical podcast. I don't hold my tongue for shit, and neither do the niggas around me. And I do mean niggas. What the fuck is wrong
I'm
with this guy?
telling you the truth.
He said, I need
Hey,
some white
Hey,
friends.
after listening to his story, this nigga sound like he has a very long life after this.
Man,
You feel me?
why you think
I
this
can't
being
say that
broke
for a
clip?
couple niggas. A
Oh,
couple
you
niggas-
stupid. I'm done. Is it the faded
I
vodka?
can't believe that just happened. That's the best thing ever.
Why don't you just change your surroundings?
Hey man, you
I
can't.
went and got a job.
I don't need
I
to
met
work.
some white people just so happened to be
Here's the
white.
thing, I don't need to work.
Where's the faded vodka?
Oh, he needs to re-up. He needs to re-up.
Hurry up, bro.
He needs to re-up.
Not happening.
Yeah, it kind of sucks because when you don't have to work like me, you kind of like, where
Bro, I
am
love how
going?
he likes to just flex.
No, I'm a smart nigga. I'm self-employed. I'm a smart nigga.
I'm self-employed too. Shit, I ain't worked a job since I met him.
Exactly. So
My
that's what
last
you
job
said. You have
was
to
Mr.
get a
Nice Guy.
job where you meet people. You can't. If you ain't gotta work, you don't need to get no
Hey,
job.
I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro. It wasn't that I went and got a job because I needed a job. I needed a job for the paperwork part of what I was doing. You feel me? I needed to get a spot. You feel me? Just because I got 5 bands for you doesn't mean that I had the paperwork to go along with it. You feel me? So I had to go and get me a job. Okay, I went and got me. If I'm gonna work a job, I'm gonna do some shit that I like. Nigga, I smoke weed all goddamn day, and I had
Go to
my
the
car.
dispensary.
So nigga, I went and got me a job at the dispensary that a bitch took me to. Fuck it, nigga. In the process, I ended up meeting Cuz. So
Oh my god,
we've been cool ever
Max
since.
fucking when we decided on hiring this motherfucker, it was the funniest and best thing ever.
Motherfucker.
Because can I share a little
I don't
bit
care.
of information?
I don't care.
When he gave his resume, this motherfucker handed in headshots. And it was when me and my
Wait,
man,
what?
okay, I was
like
when-
modeling headshots.
no, like his
No.
fucking like some with him and his kids, like he was trying to make some personal like shit on it. But this shit worked. Like 150% worked. Because we were looking through this and we were throwing resumes. Literally, I was ripping them and tossing them. And we came across this fucking resume. And the manager at the time goes, yo, Gigs, I interviewed this guy, and he's fucking awesome. He sent headshots. He sent the resume with the headshots. And I'm all like, that's it.
Hey, I think I used that.
Zip.
What you use?
I used that as one of my
We
headshots.
fucking hired Mac.
Oh, were you trying to tell him you got clout?
I literally said,
I'm a rapper.
that's what we talked about. He's like, he's a
Excel
rapper,
way, man.
blah, blah, blah. And I was like, this is fucking awesome.
That's hilarious.
And I was all like, fuck it. Who cares what he's qualified for? It doesn't matter. You hit it in headshots. I was like, this motherfucker came to 110% overly prepared.
That nigga changed the game in the resume.
Next, dude, I'm handing headshots from now
Hey,
on.
you want to work for me? I need headshots.
Yeah, you feel me?
That is-
In every aspect possible.
I don't even know what your Instagram following look like.
Fucking awesome. Anyway, that's why we literally hired him. I didn't even look at his resume. He handed me the headshots and I was like, that's it. That's a true story. 110% true story.
That's such a nigga.
Ooh, motherfucking wee.
That's funny.
And that's the first time I didn't heard that.
Nah, yeah, that's what I didn't know. I don't think I have ever told you that.
Yeah, Mr. Nice Guy, we had some good times.
And it made sense too because it was during COVID times, so I don't think that they did in-person interviews. I think that they did the interviews over the phone.
I did 2 interviews. I did one over the phone, and then I came in and I sat down with Matt and what's the other chunky white boy that we don't never see all the time? Lucas.
I was trying not to drop names on here, but they're not gonna know.
Bro.
No one knows shit.
Shout out to Matt and Lucas. Fuck it.
Shout out to Matt and Lucas.
Yeah, I did. I did my sit down with them and shit. But yeah, man, it was cool over there for the most part, excluding the bullshit that I went through in between and at the end. It was cool. You feel me?
Yeah.
Met some dope people. Met you. You feel me?
That dispensary chain to go to no names is they're good. Yeah, they're good peoples. Just to, there's fucked up shit everywhere, but they're good people's majority of them. So.
Mr. Nice Guy got me. No, fuck it.
Never mind. The dispensary that may not be named M&G, Mr. Nice Guy. You're good peoples. Anyway. Jesus Christ, Mac.
That faded.
It's that faded vodka. I'm like, don't name the dispensary. And he's all like, this is the dispensary.
But I said it a couple times. About fuck it, I don't go.
They
gonna give me a
this
check
shit and be like, I'm gonna cut this nigga a faded vodka check. Marvin's gonna be in contact with you,
my nigga. Yeah, bro. What's next for gigs, man?
What's next for gigs? Solo music career with no collaborations with anybody. Because I think what we played, did we play a song at the beginning of this?
Mm-hmm.
That's a collaboration with my friend Dev the Enigma, who's a rapper in Portland, so shout out Dev.
Shout out to Dev.
What's the song called again?
It's Wicked Old Me and The Deal, but it's by Loose Associations on Spotify. You can check it out. Yeah, but that's a collaboration with him. That's the first thing I've done musically in a while, bro. Yeah. And I kind of met him, and he was like, oh, shit. You got a lot of talent. Same thing, bro.
You do. That's why I was like, why do you...
And I've written fucking these songs in the dark for years now, bro, because I decided to take that fucking normal route. So.
I was tripping like, bro, why aren't you in the studio? You feel me? Because I was going to work, going straight to the studio. You feel me? Going to the studio, go home, go to work. So
I was complimenting your hustle.
Bro, I got to. Like, when you were saying something about, like, what do you do when it comes to, like, your daughter and shit? Like,
she's in the studio with me.
Trying to get advice.
You feel me?
We're sharing everything today.
My daughter and my son are in the studio with me all the time.
Are they really?
They're in the studio. When my son was little, we used to have that. You remember that thing? What's that thing called?
I know what you're talking about. Where you hold him in the front.
I'd have my son in the front, and I would be bouncing him up and down, and then I would be rapping my verse, which. You don't know my music, but you know when it was. It's during that time frame when you're just like, those are not the words you need to be saying to your kids. And then even closer now, my son comes to my studio. He's like going on 2 now, and my son he likes to dance and move and run around and say his thing. It's to the point that if you listen to like to Running Back, my son is in the studio and I'm saying "Hey," and you hear the echo and him saying "Hey."
That's awesome.
Hella dope. Which
I think super important as a dad, bro. That's the kind of shit I want to do. I want to introduce my daughter to my dream,
man.
So she knows. Right. Your kids are gonna know. Daddy literally had me strapped to his fucking chest, and he was rapping in the studio, chasing his fucking dream.
The dopest shit ever.
That's amazing.
The dopest shit
ever, you do is amazing.
I'm bringing my son to my Sada Baby
These
event.
guys are good fucking dads. I just want you to know, there's lots of shitty dads out there. There's not in this room.
real spill though, one of my biggest influences is Kevin Gates, and not just because of his music, but it's one of those things where like when you get outside of the negativity that you're used to being like from the hood, gangbanging and shit like that, and then listening to, not necessarily listening to him and saying that's what he lives, but the idea of the picture that he's painting, you don't have to be a gang member to be respected. You don't have to be in a gang to be tough, nigga. And once you put that together, it's one of those things where like I've always appreciated him and looked up to him for the things he does, because wherever he go, he got his wife and kids with him. wherever he go. So whatever you do, my nigga, you're gonna do it right here. And I'm gonna make an example out your bitch ass and show my son, look, bro, when a nigga tests you like this is what the fuck you do. Right. But on the other flip side to that, I don't be in bullshit. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So if you come to me with that bullshit and I got my family with me, I'm not playing with you. Exactly. I'm not playing with you. When I go out of town, my wife and my daughter with me. When I went to California when we did the Sada Baby shit, who's with me? My wife and my daughter. Yeah. When I'm going to Atlanta, my wife, my daughter, my mom, and my son. Bro. Like, I move around doing what I do for my business and for my music, and I got my family with me.
That's the shit baby girl's gonna remember. That's the shit that makes good people later on in life. They literally and makes good connections, bro. Because they're like, daddy was out there fucking doing it. Yeah. Like, he literally took me with him, well taking care of me and all this shit.
Plus, it puts you in a position too, in my opinion. Like, I'm about to be 30 in like 3 years. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So I have little people on my team that I'm gonna keep building to the point that probably when I'm 40 and
you're done
and I'm done, they can take the ways. But what happens is it puts my son in a position where he sees what's going on. And a lot of kids don't have this where they're like, oh, when I grow up, like my son has a opportunity to know what an entrepreneur is. You feel me? He has an opportunity to know what a hustle is, to the point that when my son turns, and I guarantee you, because this is how I was when I was 16, when my son turns an age where he's saying, Daddy, I want to start making money, he don't even have to be like, but I applied at Foot Locker.
Yeah.
But there's nothing wrong with working at Foot Locker.
No. There's nothing wrong with working at the job, but what it does is it enhances the ideal for my son to say, oh, I could work Foot Locker for such and such amount of money for 2 weeks, but I just seen my dad make bands, right? Putting something together.
That's a dream.
But we also gotta protect the narrative though. Don't. I would not that I'm trying to tell you what to do. Right. But my thing is, I don't want my kids to think that they don't have to work for shit.
No, they're gonna see. They're gonna see because they watch you. And they see what you do in the studio. They see what you do on the road. They see the hard work that you put in. They're going to know the narrative that if they want to be a entrepreneur and self-made, it's going to be 10 times harder, but the payout is bigger.
Yeah. The narrative I'm trying to paint is I want my son and daughter, but more so my son to know you ain't got to work for no white man.
Exactly. Well, it don't even matter if
you got to work. You can work for yourself.
You don't work for nobody.
No, that's true. But it's more so that, if anything, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. It's more so that than anything. You feel me? Like work for your fucking self.
I'm gonna say this too. It's not even just the white man, because there were niggas that asked me if they could pay me next week, and there were the white men that had the check on point. So
I think it's honestly.
Okay, let me rephrase that. I don't mean to cut you off. I don't want my son to think that he has to work for somebody else to live, and you're making somebody else rich.
Exactly. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Work for yourself. Yeah. So at the end of the day, you got to pay the cost to be the boss. Exactly. When that light bill come through, it's in your name. When that motherfucking shit breaks, camera breaks, or whatever business you're trying to start breaks, you got to fix that motherfucker. But when that big check come in, or them people start calling them phones and like, so whose podcast is this? Michael? Yeah, we need to talk to him.
Yeah.
You're the one writing the motherfucking check and cashing that motherfucker. Exactly. You feel me? So the bad and good comes with you. Huh?
I'm good. Okay, just checking. I was leaning back. I didn't want to lean back too far.
Oh, no, you Gucci.
We're ghetto
but that's the narrative I want for my son.
Fabulous.
Thank you. You guys got to fucking understand, though, that you guys already are setting that up. You don't understand. Other than my mom also is a person who made me believe that things can be bigger from something small.
Oh, yeah.
Like your babies literally watching you right now. You guys are both chasing your fucking dream. They're going to see that, and it's going to expand their vision.
But you can too, though. That's what the point of all that was.
Yeah.
It's true, but they're going to have that mental expansion way before I did. I didn't have somebody tell me that. I had somebody tell me, you graduate from high school, you go to fucking college and get an education, and you work a goddamn job like everybody else.
And there's nothing wrong with that either. If you don't have nothing in your life that gives you that, not saying that if you have a gift, because I don't want to make it seem like.
If Layla grows up and she just fucking bop, 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 bop on the microphone, bro.
Hey, Lala gonna do what she gonna do.
She gonna be in the studio. I wait for my son. My son.
I don't want to push that. I don't push that on my kids.
No, but what if she finds out she has a natural gift? As her daddy, what you did with your life is gonna fucking be so mind blowing.
The creativism that's in you is gonna show up in your kids.
Bingo.
The crazy thing is, if you go to my daughter and ask her, "Oh, so what does your dad do?" To her, I'm a podcaster. To my son, I'm like a fucking rapper and a DJ and a videographer. Like, he knows. Like, he hit me the other day, was like, Dad, I want to be on your podcast. You ready?
Dude, that'd be so awesome. Father's Day, bro. You should do that shit.
I'm telling you, it's fun. It's fun when you have a kid. I just
have
got
fucking apple juice.
I just got
I love it.
Hey, so with the cigarette gums.
Yeah, with the cigarette gums. Fucking put it
I
in
ain't going there.
the big lead chew.
I'm telling it's fun though. It's fun. Like, I just got permission.
See what you see this shit, right? Apple juice and fucking cigarette gums.
Hey, man.
No, seriously.
Oh, bro.
It'd be
No.
fucking awesome.
But
It's Fortnite
the experience that you
and some
have,
other shit.
The Fortnite. But the experience that you have bringing your kid everywhere, I mean, it's just, it is.
That's what
I love it.
Cool. I love it.
Because I'm 24, brother. Like, I want to be on that shit.
Shut the fuck up. Every time I hear him say that, it's like, bro, you're 24.
And you tell me that life, nigga, I
I'm
really
24 and he was my boss.
I thought you was 28.
He was my boss. That shit is
I was your
fucking
boss's
crazy.
boss.
Yeah, that's the
You was
crazy
the
part.
boss's boss?
I was
Yes.
the boss's boss.
So when you, I'm not even gonna talk about what I was gonna talk about.
No, I want to talk about it.
Well, I was just gonna
Everybody's
say,
opinion matters.
I was just gonna say, I finally got permission to bring my son to my next Sada Baby event, and so I was like, this is gonna be crazy having my son on stage with his family, his older uncles
we
and
gonna
cousins.
get that on camera.
You feel me? And him, and you know, my son dances. You know, a little 1-year-old likes to get down. So it's like, just to have my son on stage and see what his dad did for the greatness of the city, you're like, damn, that's tough. But my question is, for you,
Yes, brother.
how did you get into cannabis business? Because I assumed just off the bat until you said that y'all were just bud tenders.
No, I was a bud tender.
So right now,
that's
I'm
what
even
saying,
doing
yeah.
like, even
When
right
I call
now-
out of work and be like, hey, bro, I got drunk, fucked around, and was the bitches, and I got to be there in about an hour and a half, and the app keep ringing. Hey, Gigs, I can't come in today, bro.
Man,
Well, I think that Mac knows I can sell ice shavings to a fucking Eskimo.
Say
I'm
that
really
then.
good at sales, bro.
say that then.
Since high school, like I said earlier, I've always been interested in cannabis. I didn't know how, this is going to sound weird to use the word magic or it's a fucking miracle plant that cannabis is. But literally, I didn't know quite the spectrum of it until I got to Portland and started working. So I literally, after my music career and stint and all that shit ended, I started working in restaurants. From restaurants, I went into construction, became a construction manager, all that shit. Was living this normal life. And at one point, I literally got on the phone with Bruce and this whole situation ignited again. And I was like, what the fuck am I doing? Had this really weird moment. And I was living with my dad and my uncle.
With the contract.
No, this was when the contract was over.
When the contract got started, did you get bread?
No. So I got offered. So this is the thing with Bruce. I don't know if I should say this on this podcast because I don't want to put any negative things on Bruce because Bruce is
It's
not
not.
negative.
It's not about you putting anything negative on him. It's your experience.
Yeah. So I think Bruce, and this is what any smart business person does, is he wanted to flip me into more money, and he was like, "How can I sell him and also gain a piece of him
But that's the name of the game.
and make him successful?"
that's the name of the game.
That's a hustle, yeah.
And so when he did that, he wasn't finding the deals that he wanted. Like, people wanted to buy Faith. There's people who wanted to like come to their studios, but they wanted to write certain contracts and stuff. And Bruce was like, nah. A bigger one will come. A bigger one will come. A bigger one will come.
And it didn't come.
And bro, we waited too long, and that's where his inexperience came in. Because he's really in the TV industry. Def Poetry Jam, literally, Dave Chappelle was on there. Fucking superstars were on there. They had like 2 or 3 of those motherfuckers specials
Right.
on HBO.
Legends came out of there.
Yeah.
Legends.
DMX.
Yes. Literally,
rest in
all
peace.
doing spoken word and shit. And so, like, Bruce was like big vision. He was like, you wait, motherfucker. Like, you hold out. And that was good advice, but I didn't have enough fuel behind me.
Right.
I didn't have enough fuel ignited. And if I had a few more people behind me to say this motherfucker's got like clout, he's got game, he's got fucking talent.
So
like,
it was
we
literally
inform
just
him.
you and him.
Yeah.
You had no one else.
Yeah.
So you signed
And me and him had a rough relationship there for a minute because I was disagreeing with him.
'Cause you were
when
trying to
people
get to
were
know each
offering
other.
Money, I was like, "Fuck it, I'll write more songs. Like, sell the fucking
sell
songs."
Faith. I'll get the thing back probably in 3 years. You
Yeah,
feel me?
I was all like for like for the
Were you
bands,
gonna buy it?
bands.
Yeah.
I'd never seen bands in my life.
Yep.
And so when I got offered some, I said, sell that shit. And he said, I'm in control. No, you wait. You're going to see something way bigger happen.
You still in contact with him?
Yeah, Bruce is one of my... Bruce George is fucking awesome. He's one of my best friends and mentors in my whole life, and he's a sweetheart, and he has big visions and big goals, and he's done amazing things with his fucking life. Yes, I still do talk to him.
There you go.
I just wanted to clarify that.
I wanted to make sure to give the opportunity to clear the air on that. I don't want people
Who
to be
knows
like,
what the fuck's gonna happen in the future?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, I still talk to him.
You are
He actually helped me through so
you are
much.
clearly taking not fault, but it's like it is what it is. You and he
Took
he
that to
heard
the
you sing in jail. He tried to help you.
Yeah.
You being by yourself and not having any kind of real
Guidance.
guidance around you. It was just one of those things where you made a decision that you thought was helping you.
Yep.
That's all that was.
And that's the thing. So me and Bruce eventually, and we didn't talk for a long time. And then I called him one day and I said, I'm wrong, and I'm sorry. And it's like some fucking shit to come to terms with, but like I literally was. I was like, I was young. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing.
Was this your same look when you got out of jail?
Fucking basically, bro. But I was a lot skinnier. I was working out all the time. I
The
fucking put on my dad bod.
what do you
squat.
call this?
What?
What would you call this?
Is this a fucking gothic cowboy look?
Torn music?
This is giggles.music. Okay. Mac thinks I should go by Torrin. I went by Torrin for the longest time. That's why I want to change, by the way. I don't think I've told you that, but I'll say it on the podcast. I want to change, so I went with a cannabis named Giggles because I was like, let's rebrand myself. Because I was literally like, if Post Malone and DaBaby can become famous, a Giggles can become famous. I said it doesn't matter.
What's
what
wrong
your
with
name
DaBaby?
is. It's the nothing. It's just the names. It's just the names. It's like these names are getting ridiculous nowadays. They don't even make sense. They're not.
say that.
But literally,
No, I
they're dope.
agree.
They make dope fucking music,
Mm-hmm.
And so
I can see you being a Giggles. I was at first.
my
I was
goal
like,
is to make the brothers fuck with
the
me. By the way.
the Torrin shit, I was like, man, the Torrin shit, that makes a lot of sense. But now that he's putting it like this, I'm thinking in my head, we fuck with a nigga, a white boy named Marshmallow.
Fucking seriously.
But the gimmick
And
to
he's a-
Marshmallow.
He has
If I
a
have a bunch of
marshmallow.
brothers around me and I'm doing fucking hooks
We're talking
and
about the
shit,
DJ,
you know
right?
what I'm
Yeah.
talking about?
So hear me out. The gimmick to Marshmallow is we know he's a white boy because we see his hands, and
Right.
ain't no nigga in the fucking world gonna be a DJ with a fucking marshmallow helmet on.
Yeah, but
That
if
was
this,
just gonna be-
but if the nigga, I'm gonna say that this is just me because I'm drunk. All right, so,
The disclaimer.
If this nigga got the emoji of the drunk face and put that on his head and performed doing the shit that he was doing with the drunk face emoji, he would go viral. He would be like Marshmallow. You got the emoji drunk face, nigga, the squirmy mouth. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. He would win. A nigga named Giggles with the emoji face, the nigga
Dude,
wins.
that's what I'm saying.
Then we're
bro.
talking about putting him on the same pedestal as fucking Post Malone.
Post
Dude, you know
Malone-
what the thing is though? Is if I ever
More
popped
tattoos,
off, if
he
I
would
was
need
the
more
most
tattoos.
unlikely story ever, I would take everybody literally with me. And then I've ever
That's
touched, I'd be
that's what
like,
you're supposed to
let's
do.
make a team, motherfucker. Like, let's
That's
make
what you're
a
supposed to
team.
do.
Let's share the money. And that's what I do.
So if you branding yourself,
Yeah.
and
I
you're-
say
I
it's
see
one
Giggles
music.
sweatshirts with fucking big emojis and shit on them.
yeah,
Like,
I was
could-
thinking. See, I knew it. The
You're
emoji.
you're seeing
Yeah, I
money now.
see it.
You're seeing money
You feel
now.
me?
You
So
heard
he-
me play and you said, "Oh fuck, this
Yeah.
motherfucker has."
But what
emoji.
I'm saying is, I agree with that.
He said earlier.
But the
by
music
way,
doesn't
hold on,
match. The
pause.
music wouldn't match that.
He said earlier, I wouldn't fuck with a
nigga
brother named Giggles.
Yeah, I said I wouldn't fuck with a nigga named
then he's
Giggles.
all like, oh,
'Cause
shit,
the
I see money signs.
the niggas to me, if I tell them I'm going to Giggles' place or I'm going to Giggles' crib, they're gonna think, oh, it's a stripper bitch.
See, and I was about to say, if he was black and I was introduced to a nigga named Giggles, I would have thought she was a male stripper.
Yeah, I would have thought that.
Dead ass.
I wish I had a body to
ass.
be male
But-
stripper. I wouldn't be here right now.
Hear my thing. So hear my question. You keep bringing up Post Malone. Are you, and so you're saying like, okay, I'm gonna
No.
rebrand myself and I'm gonna go. If somebody will fuck with
The
Post
only
Malone,
reason,
I'll fuck with
yes,
Giggles.
the only reason I mention that is because Post Malone, just like Kurt Cobain, is the most unlikely fucking story of all time.
I mean, his father was
Just like Tupac, just like all these fucking huge stars.
When you
Well,
since we're name dropping, hold on. Since we're
yeah.
now name dropping, are you name dropping Post Malone because of that viral video of him with the fucking short skirt
no,
on?
bro, I'm
because you do
fucking-
know who Post Malone's father is, right?
Yes, he
Okay,
doesn't
okay.
he own a fucking construction company or some shit.
No,
like that? What?
he's part of the fucking Dallas Cowboys.
Is he really?
Shut the fuck
No,
up.
he's
Yeah,
not.
he was one of the coaches. For
Are
the,
you fucking
Jason,
kidding me?
Google that.
Don't look at me like that. Like
He
I'm-
doesn't have
His father is a football legend, not a football player, but he was one of the faculty like employee,
Members?
Yeah,
The janitor?
His father has
I know that
money,
shit.
and there was a video. There was a couple of videos that came out where Post Malone was like in the biker shorts trying to be funny, and they went viral.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. So then it went on forward where you finally get the White Iverson shit, and that was after he rebranded the rebrand. You feel
He
me?
rebranded the rebrand, yeah.
Because his first rebrand was he was a goofy ass YouTuber who did parody shit. He was fucking with what's the nigga that did the parody of Coolio?
I don't fucking know.
Remember back in the day, Coolio came out with the Gangsta's Paradise and the Jewish. Was he Jew or was he white?
I know what you're talking
Weird
about.
Al,
I don't
Weird Al,
remember the
Weird
name.
Al.
Weird Al.
Yeah. Post Malone came out with the Weird Al situation. He finessed the Weird Al situation. He did parody videos. So that's what I'm saying. Like, so when
I didn't know that shit.
When I was asking you if you keep bringing up Post Malone, you saying yeah, it's unlikely. First of all, it is unlikely because nobody thought that nigga was gonna do White Iverson.
Man. I thought it was a nigga.
I thought it was a nigga. I thought it was St. John. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I thought the nigga that did White Iverson. I said, did St. John just change his name?
He got clout, right?
Yeah, he
He's
got
so
caught off
talented.
But
And this is what pisses me off, not to cut y'all off, about non-black rappers. Not even Mexicans though, bro. It's more so.
before you say what you're about to say, I just want to let you know I give G-Eazy a pass on this.
No, G-Eazy didn't even do it. G-Eazy didn't even do it.
He didn't do what you're about to say?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna take it way back, like 2000s. Pitbull. When Pitbull first came out, what was his image? He had the jersey, the long ass shorts.
Yeah.
You feel me? He was rapping. 5-6 years after he done
wearing
solidified,
suits.
yeah, once he solidified his position in the rap game, it's reggaeton, his suits, culo, like all that bullshit, nigga. Bro, what happened to the Lil Jon production? You feel me? Okay, White Iverson. He nigga or Post Malone, he come out with the White Iverson bullshit. He got the braids, he got the gold teeth. He a
Isn't the
nigga from
Bentley that's
Texas.
doing
You
fucking
feel me? You doing some nigga
turnouts?
shit. He fucking off the Bentley.
Fuck
First
is
of all,
that?
Now-
I'm letting you go on your
Bro,
rant.
he's smoking cigarettes, his
But-
Bud Light, and fucking 30 tattoos. He ain't brushed his teeth in about 90 days.
Did you watch the the Drink Champions podcast with Pitbull?
No.
See, that's why-
I seen clips of it, but I
That's
ain't
why
watch
you
it.
didn't. That's why you're going off on Pitbull right now. But if you watch that interview, he tells you why he switched. The nigga was on an island.
care.
The nigga was on an island. Pitbull was on an island. He said he was in like Puerto Rico or something like that. The bitches didn't speak English. They only spoke Spanish. But there was a song. It was a pop song that was going off, and to Pitbull it was mad corny. But there was a pop song that was going off on it, and these females were singing the song in English correctly. And so he asked them in Spanish, like, do you know what song it is? They said, yeah, they know what the song is. They said it. So when he came back to his camp, which you got to remember, she was still with Luke, he was like, hey, bro, they only know pop music. How can I get hip-hop to pop? And that's why he made the switch. Because as soon as he made that switch, he went global.
He did, but this is what I'm saying. I'm not saying that you're never supposed to grow. I'm not saying that you're never supposed to not try new shit. But my thing is, he completely switched. And we haven't got what got Pitbull famous. We've never gotten a track like that in over 15 years, nigga. Cause Pitbull was tight and was doing the
Lil
nigga
Jon.
shit
He was doing
when
with
I
Lil
was
Jon
in
and Luke
8th
and all
grade.
them, yeah.
Bro, that was like 2002. This is 2021. Bro, what? You tripping? No, I don't condone that. Cause now I feel used. You used us to get to where you're at and said, fuck us, now you're over there.
Okay, you see
A
that?
lot of rappers do that, though.
And that's corny.
A lot of rappers do that because...
But when you think of
you want- 'cause
hip hop and being black as a whole,
you want the global audience. Everybody wants to global artist.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, nigga, you can get, I got 2 million streams nationwide, but I'm signed to a contract, so that's only like maybe 10 cents per, not even 10 cents.
Jay-Z's a global artist.
0.00003. But Jay-Z has been over time. Jay-Z's about to hit 50.
Jay-Z is still a nigga at the end of the day.
He's about to be 50.
But he's still a nigga
And
at the end of the day.
And you got to realize what he did in his own business ventures helped pave the promotion for his global artistry. You feel me? He was able to go outside, bring money in, and say, okay, pump it up even more and spend this much on promotion to match.
Name another black global artist. 50 Cent?
We gonna say Drake.
Drake?
Drake and 50 Cent.
I need a nigga.
You don't count Drake as a nigga?
He's a nigga, but
You don't count Drake as a nigga?
give me a nigga, bro. Someone that didn't come up famous, bro.
Rick Ross.
Did 50 Cent come up famous?
I need a nigga, bro. I'm not saying Rick Ross is not a nigga, but he's not from the States like that, bro. He's what is your man?
He's not Haitian.
Yes, he is.
Is he Haitian?
Bro, he fuck with them. I know that for a
He fuck
fact.
with the Zoes, I get that, but I don't think he's Haitian.
Bro, someone from the States that's a nigga that got a story, bro.
Tech 9.
He's global, right?
He's global.
Okay, perfect example. No, Tech 9 is perfect example. Tech 9 has always been Tech 9. He came from where he came from. He came into the rap game with his style and has always been low-key kind of with the weird shit.
Jason has a motherfucking cinnamon roll.
Oh, God. When and this is the thing that I respect about Tech 9. When he did his music with like 40, Yuck Mouth, and niggas from the Bay, that's the verses from Tech 9 that I like because he came with that shit. But when he did his own shit, that's where he got his fans from the white crowd and did the style that we all know Tech 9 to have. So with that being said, now that he's at the plateau that he's at and being a global artist, he can't change because he's always been a nigga. So when it comes to someone like Pitbull, it's like you came in doing what you did and never gave the people that respected you or loved you for that kind of music anything to keep press and play. Nobody that was listening to that song that got him hot with fucking Little John even listens to his music today. Why? Because we don't understand it.
Well, it might have been the catalyst for his vision.
He
You know
probably
what I'm
never. He was a battle rapper turned pop rapper. So you feel me?
Pitbull was a battle rapper?
That's how he got famous. He was battle rapping Rough Riders. He was battle rapping niggas from Irv Gotti's group.
Okay, this is
Now that you said that, I do remember seeing videos
he
and shit
battle
like
rapped
that.
one of DMX's little people. So what? You can't be mad. At the end of the day, you can't.
I'm not mad that he's at where he's at successfully. I'm mad that, like, bro, can we get one of those?
No,
Out of the last 4 or 5
He
albums.
be plugging on niggas.
No, because I've heard some of his features that he's done on rap shit. Flow Rider doesn't count. Who in the hood listens to him?
That's true. But Pitbull also costs a lot.
It's the fuck. It's not even about some as a feature. You, yourself, my nigga, you. 2 verses from you. Hook from you.
Here's my question. This is why I
How
started.
long is this podcast?
Yeah. Here's my question for you.
We thugging today. We got giggles up here.
This is my question for you because this is why I brought it up. When you say Post Malone, are you saying that you want to have that story, or are you saying you want to have that branding?
No, I'm saying that it doesn't matter what
like
what I'm trying to say is it doesn't matter what your branding is. If my shit was Giggles, bro, I can have the Giggles sweatshirts or the big emojis or whatever the fuck I want my branding to be.
I think branding is important.
Branding is hella important, but you can make a brand off of fucking everything.
But this
you can
is
make
what
a
gets
brand
me-
off of Giggles, bro, because it relates to cannabis and it can relate to music.
So you trying to be a cannabis artist?
That would be fucking dope. But I don't know. It's whatever pops out
When
first.
you look at you, right?
Yeah.
Not hearing the laughter part of Giggles. When you just look at you while you're performing your music, I don't get nothing.
probably a
I don't
Torrin.
get nothing funny.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say that too. I think it's an oxymoron
Very
that
serious.
you use your name as
Yeah.
Giggles, but the music you're saying is very
Torn.
yeah. And you feel very hurt. Like
So when you
can
say
tell.
torn music, that is branding.
But I
It makes
think-
sense.
That makes sense,
but
bro.
does he want to be sad all the time?
No,
We're not
I don't.
saying-
I want to pop on a fucking collab with a rapper and shit. I want to pop on a collab.
Hold
with
on,
whoever,
time
you know
out.
what I mean?
So, what was your question? What was your question?
Literally versatile as fuck.
What was
A
your
Giggles
question?
Can go anywhere. A Torrin can maybe stay right here. You know?
Do you want to what all the time?
What did I say?
Do you want to be sad all the time?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Sad.
I
Why
said-
the fuck do we even listen to Rod Wave then?
The nigga's new music is actually upbringing. If you listen to his
being sad.
No, he started being sad, but now
He's still sad.
But his music now, if you listen to some of his new music, he's talking about he's a champion. He's
I
talking
got
about,
lots of
That's
money.
the emotion you need to get up. So now the fat nigga getting up now.
are you talking about how he sings or the lyrics?
The lyrics. Topic of
getting
conversation.
I don't know.
He's getting up.
But I'm gonna keep it a buck with you on your shit. Not because I don't know what you're talking about. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you on your shit.
Yeah, you do. Shout out to Faded Vodka.
I'd rather have that. I know you said I don't want to be sad all the time, but as a rapper, especially in this demographic, in this area, this region, the Northwest being the Bay Area, and back and forth, even Seattle, we would rather get you on a sad song than get you on an up song because of the way your voice is. Because I'm gonna keep it a buck with you.
And I'm
You
still
got
good at
that
writing sad songs,
Nickelback type vibe. That you feel me? And that Nickelback type vibe where
Bro,
you can kind of
MTV.
feel the pain.
1994.
You feel me? Yeah, nigga. Come on, bro.
MTV 1994. Lighthouse.
Your Kurt Cobain died.
Reincarnated.
Real, so I'm saying. But we
years
love
later.
we love that shit.
Cocaine or Adderall?
Huh? Adderall and cocaine.
He fucks it up. He mixes
Both,
it up.
bro.
Yeah, what? What?
Sometimes not at the
Come
same
on,
time. But
don't question
sometimes
giggles.
At the same
What
time.
you think the nigga name for, nigga?
Dude, I
getting it
don't
up.
hide shit, bro. If you haven't done cocaine, it's 2021. You're in your 20s. You probably haven't lived.
It's legal here in Portland. That's why he's saying that people.
Say no to drugs.
It's
no to
legal.
But if you have it, fuck
If
it.
you haven't,
He's only
you probably
saying that.
haven't lived a life. that you should be living.
Disclaimer: Portland is legal. That's why he's saying it.
It'll dissolve your ego, but watch out for fentanyl. Trust your dealer.
Hey,
Man, no, for real.
Speaking of fentanyl, you feel me?
It's rough.
No, my sister's boyfriend, he's currently on life support right now.
Holy shit.
From
That's what I'm
fentanyl.
saying. 40% of cocaine in America is tainted with fentanyl. 40%.
He's been on life support for like a little bit over 30 days now. The
Yeah,
last
it's
time
fucked
we
up.
talked to him was my birthday.
That's Molly. That's every drug, bro. Fentanyl is literally becoming in everything as a cutter.
It's knocking everybody off.
Yeah, it's not cool.
Yeah.
And it's fucking just, it's
Craziest
literally
thing,
darkness.
man.
It's not good shit.
Craziest thing. Man.
And that's for people who, like, the saddest thing is those people aren't bad people at all. You know what I mean? Like, that shit is, that's fucked. If you're a drug dealer out there and you do that to somebody, fuck you.
Bro,
like,
you
literally.
out of pocket.
You gotta fucking know, bro. And you're doing it to, fuck that shit. Nah.
Man,
I'm okay.
People forget that you want people to come back. You don't want people to go to the morgue. If you're a drug dealer and you saying fuck these niggas,
You don't want people to go to a morgue.
Yeah, you don't
That's
want
what's
people-
a deep message. You want people to come back. You don't want people to go to a morgue.
You a stupid drug dealer. You put fentanyl in your shit,
fucking
nigga. That's supposed to be a return customer. Cause you wanted to break some shit down, nigga. You stupid for that.
and a
Yeah.
motherfucker.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you too. A lot of the people I fuck with that have that type of situation, they don't fuck. It's like a majority of niggas do not fuck with niggas that fuck up with fentanyl. If they selling yay and that nigga selling yay, that nigga got the fentanyl, they will disclaim to everybody, hey bro, that nigga got the F in it.
It's like the AIDS of fucking cocaine.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's knocking niggas off, bro.
Yeah,
this
no,
shit ain't
it's
cool.
not fucking awesome at all.
But you know what? It's sad that fentanyl is in all over the drugs, but the shit that's scary is niggas off bath salts.
I remember when that shit blew up. That shit was weird.
Yeah.
It was a story about a
He's on his
motherfucker in
face.
Florida that ran in at the hospital and just bit a bitch in the face on some zombie shit. Mm-hmm. Nigga, what?
Man,
Motherfuckers was eating niggas high on bath salts. Sir, we couldn't stop at crystal meth. Crystal meth wasn't it? No, we need bath salts. It was bath salts and the fake weed. What was that?
Oh,
Spice.
When Miley Cyrus was in there speaking in tongues. When she was speaking in tongues. Hey, bro, that was sad too, because that was right during the period where she started talking to like Birdman. She was doing the Birdman thing. So it was like, why the fuck this bitch start smoking this fake ass weed and start fucking with niggas at the same time?
But
Got
you was
the
better
Michael
off
Jo-
smoking some sativa or
He had the
something.
Michael Jordan shorts
Some
on.
Pennywise CBD weed.
But so when you got into the cannabis industry, where so I fixed that,
Back
right?
around and get
So
the
I
story.
fixed that, right? Yeah. But when you got into the cannabis industry, how did you make your way from being just the
A
beginner
bud tender.
to being up? Because you said
I've
I'm the
always-
manager's manager.
Yeah, I've always been really good at sales. So, bro, when I came to the cannabis industry, I was like, how can I sell weed at bulk? I was like, I wonder, that's probably where the money is. And I found out that is where the money is. But other than owning your own fucking
we all
business.
sell it for a pound here and there.
So, in the shop, I learned about the medical industry and how people buy pounds and whoop de pop back boo and all that shit.
And if you don't know what that means,
Yeah.
you're lost.
You're lost
Right.
and you're not part of the game, so it don't matter.
Elites only.
Yeah, elites only. But I learned that part of the game, the black market industry, and then I also learned about what I did, bro. Is I got a job at a farm because I wanted to learn about the plant itself. That's where I learned cannabis. This is fucking amazing, bro. This is the smartest fucking plant on earth. And then I got a job at a dispensary, which was coincidentally Mr. Nice Guy, which I didn't know was like one of the largest cannabis companies in Oregon. So I was like, oh fuck, like I didn't know
Bro,
that.
they
shit.
got shops all over the
They
place.
got like 21, 25 shops, something like that. They're fucking nuts.
I remember when my mom found out I was working at Mr. Nice Guy. She was in Anaheim or LA.
Oh, shit.
Said,
Yeah, they're big in
sent the
California.
she sent me a picture. Was like, son, I'm at Mr. Nice Guy. Like, all right, mom. It was dope.
They're
but
big in California. They got Puffy Delivery and Mr. Nice Guy in California. So, yeah, it's a brand that's shared across states. You know, brand with good funding. Anyway, I found that shit out, and I learned I would go to fucking my dispensary job, and I'd go to my farm job every day. I'd work 2 jobs, and just ended up being able to show my salesmanship skills. I sold.
Wait, time out, pause. 'Cause I don't think people caught that. The same time that you were working at the farm was the same time you were working at the dispensary.
Yeah, I would go and work the farm either in the morning or whatever in the evening, and help everybody out. So,
That's a hustle.
yeah.
bro, every day.
So I wanted to learn that shit, and so I moved up really fast. I got the opportunity to become lead bud tender after doing all that shit. Sold hella shit, like broke like company, you know, fucking shit, and like ended up being recognized for it. Became brand ambassador, and then made my own position eventually. Blah 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 blah.
During the COVID, do you remember when the stores were getting hit?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, we got hit like twice in one day and
Oh,
then
yeah.
3 days in a row.
They were getting
Oh,
broken
you were working
too.
during the
Yeah, when the dispensaries were getting broken
Yeah.
into.
when the protest during the protest.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, man, I know a couple
The cops
people.
were distracted and people were going off.
But they were doing it stupidly, bro.
They were.
Man,
If someone is
I know a
smart, they could have
couple
gotten
people
away
who
with
got-
so much shit, bro.
I know
They
a
should.
couple people.
Mr. Nice Guy was slipping.
Yeah.
Hey, if them niggas would have did it right, they should have been got out of that, but they didn't.
They have so much money, they don't give a fuck, bro. They're like, rob the inventory. We'll just put it back in there.
He said it.
They don't give a fuck.
I know a couple niggas that robbed the dispensaries.
Bingo.
No,
exactly,
couple,
bro.
Shout out to them.
Shout out to
Some of them.
You're not on the game. You're not in the game.
Some of them got caught too. I know they got caught too.
Shout out to them.
I watch videos of people getting caught.
Man,
Oh,
that's the
yeah.
funniest thing, man.
I was all
Someone
like,
got
really?
tased.
Yes. That was the funniest shit in
Hey,
the world.
this is sad too because y'all listening don't even know that there was a time during the George Floyd situation and COVID that
Dispensaries back to back.
people was knocking down dispensaries back to back, but they was also downtown knocking back the designer stores.
Yeah,
and
bro,
selling
That's
the
why
shit.
everything is boarded up around this
Yeah.
motherfucker.
And they were selling the shit on Craigslist and Facebook Market. They were selling designer Gucci bags. And niggas was getting picked up
Stupid.
just off of that.
Niggas thought they was gonna get their little rack off of that Gucci bag and got racked up, nigga. Oh man, shout out to the dummies one time.
Shout
Man,
out to the team. Shout out to everyone. You're out there. Shout out to you.
shout out to you.
If you're alive, fuck it.
You deserve it.
Yeah, you deserve it. Whatever.
Oh man, how y'all feel about this podcast?
It's pretty great.
I
Good
fuck
shit.
with it. I
Good
definitely
shit.
fuck with it.
I think this is the longest one.
Yeah,
Where we at?
we almost at 2 hours. We like 8 minutes.
Oh
in.
no, this ain't the longest one.
No. But I only got one more question. And then I'm
Okay.
done. So now that you're a brand ambassador, what exactly do you do?
So
Actually, I got two. What is that? What do you do, and how is that different than the brand ambassadors that reach out to people on Instagram and say, "Hey,
So when I
Oh, this nigga.
Okay,
He
so
with
I
the
was-
fuckery, bro.
I'm not still a brand ambassador. I don't even work for Mr. Nice Guy anymore. But when I was a brand ambassador, as a brand ambassador for a cannabis company, you go around to stores and you promote the brand and you give discounts and shit like that. In my own position, I trained people how to sell shit better. That was my job.
I did that for my
And then, exactly, I made a little program shit. And then after that, I've independently consulted cannabis stores as well as sold shit for multiple different people independently. And then ended up getting a job with my current company, which is a distribution center. That's pretty great. I just go around. I have the southern coast as a territory, so I go up and down the coast selling weed, telling people my name is Giggles, and eating good food.
Bro, I want your fucking job.
You need to start promoting your Instagram.
And, well, that's why the other day I was like, fuck it. I love
Why you
cannabis.
think he's up here, bro?
Shit. Exactly. I gotta do something. So I started throwing in cannabis photos and shit the other day. Because I was like, fuck it, I can do everything. I can do music and cannabis. People love that shit.
Bro, look at my Instagram. That's all I post is music and fucking weed.
I just post music and ass.
Mr. Rashid DJ himself.
Yeah, nigga, I'm at 4,000 followers right now.
Where can the people find you at
You
Giggles?
said you're expecting to get 9.
I was expecting to get 9.
I'm on Spotify at List Associations. My Instagram is giggles.music.
If you say that any more feminine.
And he don't mean the period. He means the DOT.
Yeah. Fucking that, son. Anyway, giggles.music. And yeah, that's where you can find me. I'm also on Torrin Kingery at Bandcamp. And I expect to be releasing more music soon. Just kind of got to get the wheel rolling.
Tap in with everything XL for the latest and newest Giggles releases.
Yep.
94 Prince. Where do people find you?
Y'all can find me at Instagram at 94Prince. That's all I'm going to say.
That nigga on that vodka, boy. Jay.
Jason Collette _
If you put any more bass in your fucking voice.
Yeah, I like
This
this.
nigga went to one hood function and just lost his shit, bro.
He said this is how niggas act.
If you don't come in here with that big dick energy, you tripping, bro.
It's the mic. It's the mic. It's not me. It's the mic.
What was
It's the
crazy
microphone.
was I had niggas, so I did have niggas ask me who the fuck Jason was. I did. So there was a female with a backpack and some glasses, and she was just standing still. And people kept asking her, "You okay?" And she was like, "Yeah, I'm just here to see Capolo." But she was like, she was dressed in like, I shouldn't be on this side of town.
Is that the bitch we were talking to? She had the glasses?
Yeah.
And it was like a teal green top?
Yeah.
Bro, she had about maybe 5 drinks too many.
Yeah.
And tried to twerk it, bro. She
Wait,
looked
this-
like
this
Dora
one with
the
the backpack, right?
Explorer.
This one with the backpack?
Right in the front?
Yeah, right in front. She
Right
just
in
had a
front row.
backpack and she kept staying still.
She was tripping.
So they were asking me about her. They were like, "Why is this white girl here?" And I was like, "I don't know." Somebody asked her. She was like, "I'm here for Capolo." Then they were like, "Who's the white boy dressed in the Bill Cosby outfit?" I said, "Who?" They point. I said, "That's my nigga Jason, bro." Hey, nigga.
Oh, man. I mean, between Jason and Giggles.
You got some clout, son.
Oh, bro. If it ain't these two white boys, I don't know what they talking about.
There's no white boys outside of that.
Oh, God. I'll fuck with them the long way, man. Shout out to my white partners.
I know, right? I need more of y'all.
All right, man. It's your favorite fat boy, your baby mama's favorite fat nigga. You feel me? This is another podcast episode. We in. If you still listening, still watching, I greatly appreciate you. You feel me? Tap in with us on IG, Everything XL, Macmillion on Facebook and Instagram. IG, Everything XL on Instagram. Shit, man. I ain't got nothing else.
Till next time, we're talking that shit.
What he said.
Hey.
Hey, man, fuck it, nigga. I'm hungry. Let's get out the smoke.
Go. Woo. Fuck.
Law nigga. Appreciate you, bro.
It's a good podcast.
Oh, God.
I just realized that.
Call me possessed, or at least infatuated, I guess. I'm
I'm feeling like I'll never make it, and